Of course, the BackChat Podcast is powered by Fleet Network. We bloody love Fleet Network. Hamill, what are you already laughing at over there?
I don't know. Scully just started laughing.
Someone heavily breathing.
Duff.
I wasn't paying any attention. I was zoned out to that thing. I just felt like someone was like, well, and I looked at, Did you hear that?
No, I just looked at you and you started laughing.
Okay, great.
I thought you were laughing because Dan was talking.
Or said funny things.
Yeah, you have said
Just
funny
shouting at our naming partner here,
Fleet
Fleet Network, who we bloody love.
We do love them, don't we?
I've got to be
Novated
honest,
yourself a lease.
I don't think we've given them enough love. Like, if you're looking for a leased car, right? If you're looking for a car, I'd be heading down to Fleet Network pretty fucking quickly.
Oh, yeah. Novated yourself a lease. No question about it.
So it's a novated lease.
Novated.
Stop saying that.
That's what it is.
Nah, well, look, I don't know. I'm on the deal. You're getting on the deal.
Can I just say we just bought a car, right? Because we were on some shitty situation before with a lease, which wasn't that shitty of a situation. But for the sake of the sponsorship,
no shit, it wasn't Fleet Network.
It wasn't Fleet Network. We've just now bought the car because the lease ended. It's been the biggest hassle around.
Yeah,
I should have just gone to Fleet Network, which I'm going to do next when we get our second car.
If you are employed by someone, you can go to Fleet Network and you can save money on fuel, on any cost that comes with the car, insurance.
And stress.
Certainly stress.
Can't put a price on that.
But you save money.
Well, you can, and Frankie Agostino and the boys have.
You save money, you get down
Yes,
there
cheap.
and you save it and you get a car.
I've got a question for you guys straight off the bat, transportation-wise.
Wow, okay, we're talking transportation, sure.
We're talking transportation. So today I was working in the office, home office.
Of course.
Just office at home. Wasn't a home office.
You're just at home, mate.
Just at home.
Just at home. You're at home this morning.
I thought to myself, I'd like to have a coffee.
Okay, sure.
So what I did was I started making my way towards the kitchen, which is about 30 meters away, right?
Big's your fucking house.
Gee whiz.
30 meters.
Oh, 20 meters. I don't know. I'm bad with measurements, okay? 20 meters. Could have been 50, could have been 5.
6 inches, a foot and a half.
As I walked out of the what do you call it? As I say, a doorway. When you walk
Fuck
out of
me, mate. What are you doing?
Walked out
You're
of
at your home office, which is just at home. You walk into the kitchen, which is a mile away.
Why are you describing me like this? You just say,
Trying to get a coffee, woke up in the morning.
I just woke up and got a coffee. That's how normal people say it. Dad's fucking giving us a fucking gold map to the place.
So I exited the room. No, okay, so this is what happened. As I exited the room, I thought to myself, I feel like skipping, right? I thought I don't want to use regular transportation methods and walk.
Fuck me.
I'm going to skip.
No, you didn't.
No,
I
you
did.
didn't.
Just wait.
No, you
Dan's
didn't.
just frolicking out of the home office.
Yes.
Probably no.
No one was home. Yeah, no one was home.
Rash vest.
It's just in my rashy. No one was home, and for some reason,
Just dick swinging in the breeze.
it just dawned on me I might skip, right? Okay. And I skipped all the way to the kitchen, right? And I thought, I got to the kitchen, and I was pretty pumped about my performance, like skipping all the way there. And
Just harboring a semi, so happy with himself.
it made me
Flick the
think.
coffee machine on with his knob.
No, it's just a pour over. There's no machine.
Oh my God.
See that, Sammy.
So it made me think, why is a society, right? Why we can't?
Oh man, what a start!
Why we can't? Why we can't skip more often? Because
That's a great question.
Because look, it's efficient, right? It's quick. It's quicker than walking.
Is it?
And I feel like skipping.
Yeah,
like
quicker than walking.
I know what skipping is.
Yeah, but like it's quicker
I have
than
it
walking,
fucking
but
burned into my fucking
slower
skull
than
of you
running.
skipping naked to fucking get a coffee this morning.
with a hard on.
So it just like if I was skipping down the street, right? If you were driving along, you saw me skipping down the street, you'd be like,
what
"There's something going on, right?"
Yeah, you'd be,
But it's an efficient way to move around.
yeah, but it's less efficient than running. You're
I-
not going as fast as
I
running.
think I'm less puffed after skipping than I am jogging.
Yeah, but you're not going as quick. Like you're
Yes.
less puffed walking
Like,
than you
why
are
would
of skipping, but you're not
if
going
you're
fast.
skip, you may as well run, is what Hammer's saying.
No, because I feel like I could get there still quickly, efficiently, less puffing.
How much quicker is skipping than walking?
it depends,
Like,
Twice the speed, I reckon.
bro, that's a stretch, mate.
So could we? I just a question. Maybe if you want to chuck this on YouTube
A long-winded question.
or on socials, whatever. could we as a society, and this is mainly for...
You're asking a societal question.
Bro down. This is mainly for the men. Because like if I saw a lady skipping down the street, I wouldn't think much of it. But if I saw a guy skipping down the
unless
street...
she was like under 8. I think what the fuck
Does
is
she
her
have a
problem?
rope?
No, just skipping. You know?
Running?
Oh,
If I saw
no.
Indy skipping down the street, I'd think something's wrong.
You'd be like, well, she's happy, right? But if you... I don't know. I just feel like we need to normalize skipping. Can we do that?
This conversation has not done that.
Normalise skipping for men.
Make a T-shirt.
Dan skipping naked. Can we
Normalise
get that on a shirt? Wow, what a start to the pod, hey?
It just,
I don't know if you're lying. I don't think
skipped.
you are.
I skipped.
Yeah.
So you're
I
telling me
skipped the
you
kitchen.
woke up this morning in your house by yourself and skipped to make a coffee?
Sure. Yep.
You could have just put it like that instead of waking up in your home office and pondering whether or not you wanted.
I don't sleep
some
in the
caffeine.
office. I was working. I was doing some important business. You know,
Yeah, you were probably jacking it at home by yourself.
doing some important
Anyway,
business.
Yes.
And I skipped. I thought this is a good way to move around. Let's make that normal.
Sure.
I'm not. I'm not for it, but hey, to each
I'm
your
not
own. Hey,
either.
Tell you what.
I'm not for it 'cause
Challenge to you both.
I don't think
Tomorrow,
it's quicker.
can
I don't
you
think
skip
it's quicker.
somewhere?
I don't think it's quicker.
Skip somewhere and,
There's no
and
point.
report
we can
back.
do that. We can go outside at some point and have a little.
When you have to leave
walk.
for our segment today,
Yep, I'm going to
You're
time
gonna skip
myself
outside.
walking between light post to light post. I'm going to time walking, and then I'm going to time skipping, and I'll tell
Great.
you how much quicker I am.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
you got anything else to talk about tonight?
No,
or just that?
let's end it there.
Good stuff. Great.
No, let's talk about the bison. We just need to talk about the bison
Might as
straight
well.
off the bat.
You may as well.
I'm going to lead this one, guys.
Go for it.
You've
Go for
got
it,
him
mate.
on your tee.
Yeah,
Do you-
thought I'd
did
wrap
you
him.
ever know that?
Yeah, I wrapped him on the t-shirt today.
Look, there's not many things I've gotten right in 2023. Made some predictions this year.
Eagles finals,
Eagles finals.
which I saw on Reddit was one of the worst predictions of the AFL
Oh, is
season.
it? That's why no one's on fucking Reddit, mate. No one cares.
Highly
about
upvoted that one.
Reddit. Charlie's team, who is in the house, Charlie? Hey, welcome back
Yeah,
from London,
well,
Charlie.
Charlie, good stuff, mate.
Got an
Now,
English accent.
yeah, so Charlie's team, the Dockers, I said they'd be top 2, your brother's team.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, Eagles to be top 8 or Dockers to be top 2. I think the Dockers are further away.
Yep.
They're 14th.
Yep.
It's putrid. Anyway, the reason I say that is as the Bison comes out to walking out to the pitch, I just turn the cricket on. We're in trouble.
Oh yeah,
Four
we
for-
are really hurt.
4 for not many.
No,
100
4 for
something.
fuck all.
And the Bison comes out, and I think time to open a bowl of red and start tweeting and
Dig
live
in, yeah.
Instagramming it and just get around him, right? And just as hard as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The Bison, right? Just like the boy. I went hard, and I went
know you
hard
did.
early.
Yep, you
The
did.
first tweet I put out, I said what Australia needs right now is the Bison. And then the second one was he's tunning up here.
Oh,
He's
wow.
on 1. He's tunning up. People are coming at me saying you're mozzing him. You're
Fuck
putting
it.
him on.
He's not on Twitter. He's out there.
Anytime I heard someone out, I went more. If he blocked it, Bison.
Yeah,
If he,
nice.
strong call Bison. And I was
Yeah.
live. Anyway, long story short, he's turned up. I think I did it. I think I did
Yeah,
that.
you put the Moz on him. You got him there. You
willed
took the
it.
Moz off him.
Where there's a will, there's a way, and there was a way, and there was a will, and it happened.
You were Will and still are.
Bison was very good.
Fucking oath he was.
If you haven't listened to that episode, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, it's a very good one. The
One of our
Bison was
favourites.
on BackChat.
Yeah.
I think he's got to play next test.
Absolutely.
Fuck, man,
How could you not?
Can't drop him.
Who are you dropping?
Undroppable.
Who are you dropping?
David Warner.
Get a smug smile off his face. I didn't like the smile.
I saw a tweet talking
You know
about
what I'm talking
David
about?
Warner today,
Yeah.
saying like his actually average is you need to play Warner, like you just have to
Why?
because he's not. There's no currently there's just not anyone better than David Warner.
Yeah,
that
Travis
could-
Head.
that
He's
could be in that
playing right.
spot.
Yeah, Travis Head did it in India, and he can do it here. And you bring Cam Green in, and you play two
And you
all
kept
rounders.
the Bison.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep them both in. Anyway,
You can't drop the Bison.
Bison was very good.
You can't drop him. Another less Bison figure in the sporting world is Nathan Buckley, and
Yeah.
he's been in the news recently for various things.
Oh, there's coaching spots.
Coaching spots. He's been spotted in the Fremantle coaching room. What do you call it?
Yeah, he was in the
Booth?
coach's box.
Coach's box.
Yeah.
That's what it would be called.
Why was he there?
Booth.
He was just observing Justin Longmuir go about things, and we can confirm that has done sweet fuck all for Fremantle.
Helped him out, yeah.
Nathan's obviously a keen contributor.
Nathan!
He's keen contributor to media around town. He's a big dog.
He's a big dog.
He's a Brownlow medalist.
He's trying to one-up Purdy, having a birthday soon. He's having 501 meatballs.
So
Top
funny
off
you
by
mention
one.
this because you don't know where we're going with this.
I
It's
don't.
very interesting you mentioned that.
Meatballs.
we covered earlier on this season one of the biggest breaking news stories.
It was right up there, wasn't it?
It was broken, mate. James Heard. I couldn't read the article.
Yeah, took you fuckheads about 5 minutes to get the first line out.
So James Heard had a dinner party for his birthday. He provided the guests. There wasn't many, I don't think. 500 meatballs. That was
700. It was 700 meatballs.
700 meatballs. There was 8 people there. And a lot of meatballs. Right, that was the story.
Yep.
Front page of the Herald
story.
Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if that was true, but it
I don't
definitely
think it
was in the
front
Herald
page.
Sun.
That's the worst day ever.
There
News.
is. We have further breaking news.
Further breaking news. This is fresh from The Age.
So not James Heard.
Nathan.
It's Nathan Buckley with The Age.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's The Age from?
Also
Melbourne.
from
Doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm just going to read you the first couple of paragraphs.
Brutal.
that's it.
Lock yourselves in, mate.
I want the title,
Okay.
please.
Buckley's bylaw. Alpha move by Magpies great to park his ute where mere mortals can't. That's the title.
Okay.
When you're an AFL Hall of Famer such as former Collingwood skipper and coach Nathan Buckley, you don't let trifling matters like City of Melbourne parking bylaws get in the way of your busy day. So when CBD's informants spotted the Pies great swatting aside the council's parking rules outside Southern Cross Station last week with the same ease with which he dispatched opponents in his playing days, we thought, why the heck wouldn't he? Buckley was dropping his son off to catch the V-Line service from the busy station on Friday, and you know parking can be tricky around here. So as our eyewitness put it, Bucks parked in the no standing zone like an absolute alpha. Buckley told us later he was in and out in a jiffy. This is in quotes, by the way. In and out in a jiffy.
A jiffy's like
I must have misread the parking sign.
Second, so he probably wasn't. It's
While
quick.
confirming that he hadn't heard a peep from the council's normally. What is this word?
Obtuse?
Is that what that word is?
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous parking inspectors.
Ubiquitous.
Yes.
There you go.
What's that mean?
Not sure.
Don't
I
say
know
it
how
like
to-
you know
I know how
it.
to pronounce it.
Oh, congratulations. What does it mean?
I don't know. You guys were saying it.
Probably
Weird.
just the parking inspectors.
Yeah, maybe uptight. That's
Uh,
my guess.
Found everywhere. Why'd they have
Can we
to
get
do
a
that?
Fact check on that.
Because this is the article they're reading.
Ubiquitous. Was there an O in there though?
Doesn't matter. Anyway, Nathan
Sounded
Buckley's
right.
just parking wherever the hell he wants.
What a
Any
shit
more
article.
quotes? Give me it.
Have a look at some more quotes. Hammer, where did you do you where you work at the moment? Do you have your own parking spot?
No, mate. It's a free for all when you get there.
Free for all. So you rocking up early to get a spot?
But hang
I'm
on,
happy
there's
to-
a question
I'm happy
asked
to
at the end
roll
of
the
this.
dice. Sure.
But then we wouldn't be in a hurry to write out a ticket for someone who played 280 games of AFL footy, won a Brownlow medal, a Norm Smith medal, 6 Club Best and Fairest awards, pause for breath, faced more than 3,500 centre clearances.
Oh,
Would you?
someone's snapped
taking
a
a
pic.
photo. Fuck me.
Someone snapped a pic of him.
And it's a duplicate article. Noel Towell. Noel Towell.
Noel Towel.
That's his name. Noel Towell. And Lachlan Abbott. They've come together to write that. Buckley's bylaw. Alpha move by Magpies. Great
Boys,
to
we need our
park
two
his
best on it.
where mere mortals can't.
Good on you, Bucks.
Bucks parking wherever the hell you want.
And the kicker to that story is they opened his boot. He had 5,000 meatballs in it.
I just park out the front of your place when I come to work. There's no parking signs. Just do whatever I want.
You park on my grass a little bit, and I wish you'd stay away from my water retic a little bit more because sometimes I have to fix it, and I think you're a reason for doing it.
Grass is looking good. So, what about West Coast? Did you?
It's looking good.
Sorry. Do you have a little secret Will Schofield parking bay at West Coast?
No. So I was going to ask you about this.
Sure.
There's some. Can you remember when we first went to the new facility?
Yep.
Switched from Subi to Optus. Was that your first year?
Subi to Optus or Subi to Lathrop?
Subi to Lathrop.
Yes, that was my second year.
So, can you remember at Subi it was a bit of a free for all?
Yeah, except there was the big dogs had their
There was the oval, but
the
then
big
there was
dogs had the A
downstairs.
like the A parks.
But then we went to Lathlane. There wasn't enough car parks underneath.
Well, there wasn't enough for staff and players, so it became just players. I think.
Right. So all players got a spot.
And staff didn't.
No, staff are in the outside car park. Players and executives go underneath. But a few players didn't like parking under there.
Right.
So the young boys, because there wasn't enough, the young boys had to park outside. But like Shuey, for example, didn't like parking under there. So we switched fobs. So like that I could park. So like I don't care. He's like, do you want to park under there? And I was like, I may as well. Sounds pretty cool. Not going to be here much longer, so may as well. Fobbed on, went under.
the best parking story I can remember, and now I can't claim I was there, but it was the year before I got there, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
A fair bit going on at the footy club. And I heard Embers tell this story, but I've heard this numerous times. Michael Gardner was running late to training one day, and it was quite stringent rules in there. Whoosher, hard man. You know, if you're not early, you're late type setup.
Of course.
Anyway, he's running late to the meeting. Don't know what had been happening the night before, day before, or anything like that. But anyway, he's running late. He's going to be really late.
Sure. Just don't come,
where's Gardy?
Mickey,
Yeah, where's Gardy?
stay home, mate.
Meeting started. No Gardy. Blah, blah, blah. They go through the meeting. Where's Gardy? Like you said, probably shouldn't have come. But Gardy in his mind goes, nah, I can do better than that. So Gardy's parked his car 1A, which is Nizzy's car park. Wasn't there for the day. Parked his car 1A. Came in to the footy club. Everyone's like, Gardy, you're late, mate. Where have you been? What's going on? He goes, mate, flat tyre. Couldn't do anything about it. Flat tyre. Can't do anything about it. They're like, okay, mate. Like, no worries. He's like, you want me to prove it to you? It's like, no, mate, it's all good. Flat tyre. He's like, no, I'll fucking prove it. Come out, have a look. He's back into his boot, pulled his boot open. There's a tyre just in the boot of his car that's been slashed from top to bottom with a machete. There's just a giant rip through the tyre. And he came back into the club with a tyre going, bang, threw it in the middle. He fucking told you it was a flat tyre.
Everyone's already out there training. Fuck's Gardy.
Mate,
So
needless to say, there was no flat tyre down. I know you're trying to put the dots together. There was no flat tyre.
Yeah.
Gardy's gone past somewhere, picked up a flat tyre from somewhere or flattened his own spare just to prove that he had a flat tyre. No flat tyre down.
Wow.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you got
If you're gonna, it's a very George Costanza thing to do. Like
correct.
lie and then just lean in
Correct.
and make
Lean
it
into the
the
lie.
truth.
Correct.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
Yeah, it's great.
This Thursday night, due to popular demand,
Mm-hmm.
we went to the gate. We hit the south south of the
It's
river.
been done. It's
been
been
done.
done.
Been there,
Complete
done that.
sellout.
Complete sellout.
Yep.
Could have been a bigger bloodbath. Well, this Thursday, we're going north of the river.
Yeah.
We've done south. We copped the traffic like it was grim.
Oh,
Gotta be
shit,
honest.
yeah,
Don't know
it
how
It
you
was,
people
literally,
live
it was
there.
literally one guy parked on the side of the road and there was traffic backed up for 45
Don't know
minutes.
how you live south of the river. Looking at you, Damo, even though you don't live south of the river. You're like,
God's
yeah,
country.
well,
Okay.
I don't know. Old Nick over there, he lives south of the river. Grim scenes. We're taking it north. We're taking it to Ashby.
Yeah.
Where is the Ashby?
It's in Ashby. It's in Ashby, the suburb.
It's near
right
yours.
near my house. I think I'm going to walk there. That's
The
how
He's just
close
going
it
to
is.
skip there is what he's
Yeah,
going to
the
do.
skip,
Ashby
it's quicker.
Bar and Bistro, 6:30 this Thursday. Beers with BackChat again, 2.0.
Beers with BackChat. It was so last time at the gate. If you weren't there, we all just huddled around. There was free beers.
It wasn't
coming
a lot
out
of
the-
free. Yeah, I'm not sure who paid for those.
No clue, but there was
I think we might
the
have.
beer never ended.
Yeah.
Just kept going. It's the BackChat Ale, which is that bloody good.
It
How
is
many- you got one at
sensational.
the moment?
There's one right next
got
to
one.
you, I think.
Yeah, that's
And
empty.
behind my
Finished it.
shoulder.
Yeah, that many good ones.
The BackChat Ale will be double releasing it
Yeah.
at the Ashby, 6:30 Thursday. Get down. Beers with BackChat. Sydney are playing the
Someone?
Bulldogs.
I feel like Richmond. Is that a
Playing
thing?
the Bulldogs.
Oh, the 2016 grand final replay.
Yes,
I think
that
they're
is
calling it.
correct.
Right.
That is absolutely right.
Can I just say this about the BackChat beer, right?
Yeah, if
It
you'd
is
like.
sold out on the Shelter website. That was the only place you could actually go and buy cans of it. It is sold out. So now the only place you can go is the gate. Been there, done that.
Yes.
Now we're going to the Ashby. We're going north. So if you want to try this delicious nectar, mother's milk as they call it,
Call it that. That's what I've heard.
come to the Ashby. Might be one of your last chances to try. It's literally it's coming out of the taps.
There could be a couple available for our patrons.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just saying.
Wow.
If you're a patron, you might know what I'm talking about.
Just whispering. Speaking of patrons, that's actually not a bad little segue. This time last week, obviously,
Have you got some thank you to?
I've got some real thanking to do. But I mean, people might have seen it on my socials. I told the patrons to obviously my friend Joel, best mate Joel. It was his birthday on the 4th, Independence Day.
Happy birthday, Joel.
Happy birthday, Joel.
Fuck
Happy
you.
Independence Day. And I asked the patrons to give him a call or shoot him a text and wish him a happy birthday. And boy, oh boy, were the results just outstanding. He would have got, I think, probably maybe 100 calls and text
Oh,
messages
that's
all
good.
up. And just-
Inundated.
I was getting updates from his cousin, and he was just flat as all day, just like devastated. Out to dinner with his girlfriend, just like getting calls, getting text. Replied to I'm pretty sure he replied to every text message. Picked up a few calls. But what I loved and why the listeners of this podcast are so great, they embellished a little bit. The call is whenever you go past a payphone or on this case his birthday, you call him up, say, fuck you, Joel, and hang up. But geez, they took some creative license. That was my favourite one. Happy birthday, Joel. Fuck you, yep. And then drop the big C-bomb at him. Brilliant.
That's okay.
Oh, it was just perfect.
I sent him a text at about 11:55, like right before midnight.
Yep.
And I just said, hey, mate, wanted to be one of the last people to say happy birthday and fuck you, Joel. No response.
Yeah, well, it wasn't his birthday then.
Midnight.
It wouldn't have been his birthday.
D&D guy, did you send him a text? Oh,
I rang him.
You called him on the payphone.
No, I rang him on the payphone and I rang him on my actual.
I called him at work and would have been giggling just for like I was pissing myself giggling for about 30 minutes before I called him and was just wetting my pants laughing at him for about 15 minutes and then proceeded to just sporadically giggle throughout the day. Just sitting there, just think about him at home or at work, just getting a call, like Bunbury, WA. Just fucking hilarious.
That's good. Well,
thank you.
Yeah, props.
Patrons.
Thank you.
Shit,
Thank
it
you
was
very
funny.
much. Today I messaged, Scully and I have a group chat with Lydio, just for catching up on various things. Hey, mate, how's the camera industry going? Yeah, going great because people are coming over in leadable cameras. And I said, by the way, this fight is picking up steam. Yeah, right? It is. Like there's a lot of murmurs going on. I'm getting people calling me.
Bruce Buffer's coming out. I've heard Herb Dean's going to referee.
Auntie called me and she was like, is it true you're fighting Lydio from leadable cameras? I was like, yeah, it is. She's not even from Perth. She heard about it. So I sent him a text saying, mate, get ready. I just want to read you out this.
Can I read it out?
Just don't do the
It's okay. I'm a grown man. I understand what to do.
Yeah.
So Dan's in a group message with Lydio and I. Lydio, we sent him some snippets when we talk about leadable cameras.
Of course.
Great exponents of product in the electrical area, cameras.
He knows what he's doing, Lydio, doesn't he?
Right.
Been around a while too.
Anyway.
Okay, so he's calling him old. All right.
Dan just suggested maybe I think the fight between us needs to happen. Because Lydia's a big listener of the podcast.
Of course he is.
And Lydio said, oh, haha, are you actually serious? ? Have you fought before? Dan, I once punched my best mate in the face accidentally.
That's true.
Lydio.
Sorry, Joel.
Lydio, laughy face. He then goes, this is very good gear by Lydio. Maybe to make it fair, he's like, right, we're on. Maybe to make it fair, one hand tied behind my back, that could possibly work. Not being a hero or rude, but I used to fight all the time. I've been in heaps of fights. I'm an animal. One hand behind my back could work if I'm strapped to the ground. And Dan's like, ha ha. And then Lydia goes, no, but I'd still win. I'm honest. I don't lose.
Can we get a press conference going?
We need to have a
little
face-off.
press conference series, yeah.
But Lydio says, I'm open to it. Could be a bit of fun. We might be able to line up with some charities and make it happen. So this is a reminder that Lydio from Leadable Cameras is a black belt karate expert. Dan is wearing black, but that's about as close to a black belt as you've got, I reckon.
A friend of mine, I was talking to a mate of mine who's he's a big fan of fighting, and I said, look, I got this potential fight coming up. I don't really know what to do about it. He said, my best mate is a jiu-jitsu instructor. Perhaps you could do some training with him.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
I'd be in for that. I'll come do it with
Well,
you.
like that'd be pretty
jiu-jitsu-
good. Yeah, I'd roll around the mat a little bit if we could. I think that's what
Is that what they
call it, isn't
do?
it? I think
in
they're rolling
jiu-jitsu?
around
Is
the
that
mat.
hitting or is that throwing? And
I think jiu-jitsu is like...
Do you watch UFC?
Yeah, it was excellent. It was sensational. I think
gonna say,
jiu-jitsu is grabbing and rolling around
Our
the mat,
boy
grappling.
Yair got absolutely ravaged by
Oh yeah, he
Volkanovski.
got bent
little
over and
tequila
fucked
up.
right in the arse, didn't he? It was embarrassing,
wow.
but good for Volk.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I was kind of going for Yair, but well done, Volkanovski.
He was fucking annoying.
Can't deny greatness.
No, you can't. Alexander the Great. Well done.
Huge.
Yeah, our boy Jack. Unfortunately, his fight got
Jack Della Maddalena, who is a West Australian lad that we're getting right around, he got cancelled twice within a week. So
disappointing.
They're scared.
The top 10 guy was going to fight, was scared, pulled out.
Yep.
Secondary guy that got pulled in the day before the fight, they did some MRI on him. I think that he had some swelling somewhere like near his head. Had a undiagnosed brain injury that if he had a fought Jack and Jack hit him in the head, he could have died.
Could have died. So probably
They
a
cancelled
good
it
one
twice.
to yeah. But are we mates with him? Could we potentially get him to help Dan out?
Jack
That's
Della.
a very good point.
Oh yeah,
I imagine he knows how to fight a man,
yeah,
so he could
He
probably
knows.
give you a tip or two.
yeah. Keen. All right, so I'm gonna conjure up like a dream team of
Good.
trainers. We're gonna fight
Good.
Lydio.
Good.
All right, we're gonna do that. Today also various things happened. It was a very busy Monday.
Busy.
You mentioned Cameo, right? The app that people, because you got a Cameo request.
Cameo came through.
A Cameo request came through. Of course, people want to get a message to their fiance.
Cameo used to be big supporters of this podcast.
There used to be, yeah. And someone requested a message from you to say a little congratulations or happy birthday, whatever. To
I'm still on
Brian.
there. Are you still on there?
I am still on there. I'm still on
When
Cameo.
was the last Cameo you did?
About 11 months ago, I reckon.
No,
Nice.
don't lie.
Yeah, 11, 12 months ago.
Don't lie.
You can go to my account. I'll go to my account right now.
So I don't need to go to your account because I have a trailer for everyone that was signed up to Cameo using the BackChat code.
Yes.
I get money per person.
You get a little lick.
Yeah, I get a lick of the
Look
ice
at the
cream.
ice cream. Shit.
So when no, a lick, not a shit. So while I just pad for a little bit, yeah, you can talk.
Yeah,
about
so
something
you got a request. You came in here. You one took it, sent it off. Someone was very happy with your message, I'm assuming.
How much am I paying for a Scully message?
else. That is
It's
a
a very good question. And that leads us right into what we're about to do with a little fun game where we guess how much people pay for cameos.
August 11 was your last one.
2000 and what, 22?
Well,
Or,
have been
Well, it wasn't
22.
23 because we're in July.
no, but was it 2021 or 22?
22.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's, what did you say, 11 months?
Oh, so it was
It's,
only,
almost, it's 11 months tomorrow.
Do you want to know what?
It's 11 months tomorrow.
you
Oh
want-
my God.
Do you want to know what the lick of the ice cream was from Dan?
Yeah.
So I'll say. So when Nick Nat
Can we
does-
just put a bit of, that's 11 months tomorrow.
Nick Natanui,
He's one day out.
yeah.
$5.50.
He's fucking incredible.
$7.50, $7.50. These are all Nick's lick of the ice cream, and it's not a small. It's not
So
a big.
Nick Nat signs up because of your code and,
yeah,
you get
it's not a
little
big
kickback.
percentage I get either.
No.
Well, Dan Const on the 11th of August, I got 37 cents from Dan. You were
Nice.
quite active there for a while.
Mate, I was getting them.
So what
over
do you
and over again.
charge? I mean, what are we doing here, Nicholas? You got a microphone over the back there.
I charge $4.50 for a cameo.
$450.
$4.50. People go,
that is
hey,
incredible.
Mary,
Do you want a cappuccino in the morning, or do you want a Dan Const message? That's the question I'm asking myself.
If you get, I would pay $4.50 to have you skip down a hallway while giving you a cameo.
well, you put your request in, and I do whatever you require. I did get feet pick requests early days, but I didn't do those.
I thought it might be fun.
Nick, come on in,
Yeah,
Nick.
boys, I went through the deep rabbit hole of Cameo, and there's some massive names on there, and there's some not so massive names.
Welcome back to the microphone, by
Thank
the
you.
way, Mick. The last time I called you Mick, but welcome back to the Mick, Nick.
Thank you.
Last time we heard you, you were sitting hostage-like scenario after you butchered one of the episodes. You are forgiven.
Yeah, we don't speak of that
No,
anymore.
you are forgiven.
That's
Don't fuck up ever again. Now, what are we going to do here?
so. I thought it'd be fun because, as I said, like you kind of gave away the whole lead here, but I wanted to see
That's what I do.
like
It's like-
how much you thought certain people were worth on Cameo.
Great.
So I've got a list here of some kind of random names.
Can I just get a quick brief update of what that is?
Yeah.
Cameo?
So
Oh,
I haven't been.
you should be on it.
Well,
So
You should
let-
definitely
You'd
be
make
on it.
coin.
can I just? I'd like to know what it is.
let me give you some context. So it's
Thank you.
celebrities. They sign themselves up. Celebrities, big names,
Loose.
podcast hosts. who are-
Loose reference.
Yeah.
Inverted quotes
Celebrities
here.
loose.
And you can pay for a message for them, a personalized message, a birthday message, an anniversary, whatever,
Sledge.
whatever you see. So as Dan's done a few kind of birthday vibes.
Birthday one. Someone
Yeah.
just wanted to say, like, can you just tell my boyfriend I love him?
Yeah, what a disappointing birthday for them. But we have a few.
Nick goes,
Wait, can you just check? Are you recording, Nick?
Oi, comes back at him. We like
nice.
it.
So I'm going to throw some names at you, and you have to
He's
guess
looking
how
for the
much a
record button.
cameo.
How long are these videos?
Yeah, so under a minute, right? Is that correct?
No,
Or-
you can go as long as you like.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'll be 10 minutes if you really
you want
want
to
it.
be generous. You have a chat to him.
Oh, so I'll give you some context, Hammer. So
Sure.
Newman from
Thank you.
Seinfeld is $350.
Okay,
Dr. Kyle from Neighbours is $50.
sure.
Okay.
And Clyde Drexler, the
Basketball.
NBA star,
Yeah.
Portland legend.
$999. So he's maxed out.
$999.
So 1,000's the max. $9.99.
What is Hasselhoff's first name?
David.
David is he's also $999.
100%. So we've got a few AFL
So
names
that's
here.
that. So he's $999. Probably
big names.
Bottom of the barrel is $4.50.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me.
it is.
So that's Dan. I'm. How is that? How much?
We'll reveal that after.
Right.
Let's get that. Let Hammer guess after a few names. So first one, Mitch Robinson, AFL star / gaming.
Big podcast, big YouTuber, doing
Yeah.
great things in social media.
I
Mitch
will-
Robinson.
Oh, shit. $35.
Yeah, that's a good guess. I'll back that in.
50.
$100 for Mitch.
Oh, Mitch.
Finally,
Got to respect it.
Yeah, mate, respect the
Got
hustle.
to respect it. $100 for Mitch.
Daniel
Happy
Menzel.
birthday.
Dan Menzel.
Daniel Menzel of Geelong and Carlton fame.
Correct.
Look,
That's got to be less than
$30.
Right.
I'm
Right.
thinking 35. I like my original guess.
Yeah.
Scully on the money. Price is right. $30.
There you
$30.
go.
Think
Right,
it up,
send a
mate.
Daniel Menzel or something. No.
Dan Ryan, come on down.
Jai Miss, aka the future.
Oh,
What's
he
it?
couldn't be charging any
Who's
more
it?
than $15.
Jai Miss.
$15.
25, I reckon.
I'd pay 50 for Jai.
$60.
Yeah, really good, Jai. Really
yeah,
good.
good. Props
Fair
to
enough.
him.
Hey, he's just getting ahead of the game because he will win the Rising Star.
The great Billy Brownless.
Ooh, that's steep, I reckon.
I know Billy loves a cashy.
500.
$250.
Nah, he wants to make it affordable. 70.
$100 for Billy.
Wow,
Cheapest.
I'm nowhere at the
Bill,
moment.
spin the wheel, Bill.
Premiership player Jake Lever.
Oh, he's a backman, though. I mean, it's very, Jake, don't get ahead of yourself here.
$75.
I hope it's no more than 75.
On the money, $75. That's
Really?
very
That's
Good.
nice.
Yeah, that's
well
nice.
done.
Tristan Cherry, backup Rutland for North Melbourne.
$11.
Nah, it's got to be respectable. I reckon that's a 25.
$24 for Cherry.
I appreciate that he understands. That's
Yeah.
good,
I
but
like that
knows-
he's gone to
knows the market.
24.
yeah.
Cole from West Coast.
Tom Cole.
Yeah.
Coley
$28.
Coley Backman.
75.
Yeah, I reckon he's getting silly.
He's getting the premiership bonus.
$28.
$60.
$50 for Cole.
It's overs, Tom.
And
It's
Mason
overs.
Cox. What do you reckon?
Oh, Mason Cox.
American.
Oh,
100 on the sniffer. Give him a Benjamin Franklin.
150, I reckon.
Yeah, 150.
150 on the money.
I've
Jeez,
been
you're good at
very
this
good,
game. The man knows cameo. And just, I was going to get Hammer to guess what Dan and
Sorry.
Sky will work.
Dan's
but we-
450. That's pretty easy.
Dan's
guess.
450. What's Sky, do you reckon,
Oh,
Hammer?
this is awkward now. What do you think I am? Do you think I'm a money?
$31.
You think I'm a money hungry pig?
That's smart guess.
Or do you?
$31. That's my guess.
$40. So
That's
It's good money.
That's a respectful amount without requiring too much from other people.
Yeah.
And we get no kickbacks whatsoever from Cameo, so do what you like. You want to get a Cameo message, do it. If otherwise,
But legit, you should sign up because I reckon you could make a tidy little something if you're allowed to. I don't know.
what would you put yourself at?
$22.
Would you?
Well, that's
I
what
reckon you're worth a
number
bit
I
more
wear.
than that. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but like I don't want. Fuck. What do people pay me for? Nothing.
Hey, mate.
Have a time.
Hey mate, how are you? Not too bad, mate. Self.
Exactly. Literally,
People are going
that's
to
what I'm
inundate your message board. Let's get into this. This
Yeah.
is important. Right.
Okay.
So
Indy, get this up.
if-
Full screen it. Let's go.
That is.
if you're watching on
screen, Dan,
YouTube,
is it not?
no, well, we're watching something that's not. Anyway,
Gotcha.
if you're watching the YouTube feed right now, you can see it. If you're not, you need to jump on YouTube and have a look at this because there's an important announcement coming out. Sitting on your screen right now, and you
Other than two adorable pictures of your children in the frames there.
that's correct. This is
Are they your children in the back there?
This is Scoey and DeGoey. So, not joking either. So, my mum has knitted these
Wow.
high-end produce.
Oh yeah.
Can you
Look
just
at them.
explain what they are? Because we can see it. but
I
people
know.
Look at the
I'm
thread
getting
count.
there. Can I just explain? I just heard you fucking tell me getting from your bedroom to the fucking make a coffee in about 10 minutes, skipping around. I'm getting there. I'm telling you what they are. This is a knitted
Quick little
up.
skip.
Look, they're birds.
Mm-hmm.
There's a magpie and there's an eagle. The eagle is Scoey. The magpie is DeGoey. DeGoey still exists. I think DeGoey is somewhere
It's
in
in
here.
the studio somewhere.
She's made a Hawthorn one, who I think is Sam Mitchell. She's gone pretty rogue with it.
Okay.
Long story cut short, these were knitted with time, effort, money, produce, all
And
of that.
love.
Yeah, and love, absolutely. And given to my little baby boy Sid and Nash. If we have a little picker for those, I believe somewhere. No, we'll get to them. Yeah, here we go. Look at
Oh,
I
my
mean,
gosh.
tell you what.
Oh, have a look at
Could
that.
you get any cuter?
If that
No.
doesn't melt your heart, I don't know what will.
This was taken the day the boys got Scoey, the eagle.
Nice.
And they went to the footy with my mum, their grandma, their nanny. She took them to the footy. It was the West Coast. I should have checked this. It was the West Coast Collingwood game, would you believe?
Was it?
It was a West Coast Collingwood game.
At Optus, right?
Optus Stadium, went on the train, went to a playground near the Camfield, and then went to their seats. Somewhere between the train and the Camfield and the Optus Stadium. So they went to the playground near the Camfield.
Didn't.
They've lost Scoey.
Oh no.
Oh, Scully.
I think between us at the BackChat community,
We can find him.
anyone else who's following us on socials, I think we can find Scoey. That hasn't been put in a bin somewhere.
No one's throwing
Right.
that in the bin.
So I don't know if we can get any sort of zoom action on
Is that a
Scoey
shark
here.
in the middle?
It is a shark in the middle. If you can get any sort of zoom action, or you go in the one with Sid, with Scully, I'm putting out a missing persons, not for my child.
Yeah, not for Sid.
Not for my child.
Sid is alive and well.
But for the knitted eagle with white hair, it's got a 31 on the back. If you're just listening along, it's yellow, blue. It's a blue eagle, yellow beak. It's a knitted, quite big creature. My sons would like it back.
Yep.
They're devastated, genuinely. And I think it's somewhere in the vicinity of West Coast Eagles fandom.
Sure, someone's got it. Someone has to have got it.
Missing persons alert going out.
Yep, not Sid.
Not for the child. I will reiterate, we know where our children are most of the time. I'm trying to find Scully.
All right.
Sure.
And you know what? We'll give you a case of BackChat beer.
I will give you a case of BackChat beer. I won't give you whatever you want, but if we get this back, be very, very impressed.
There'll be some negotiations.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the back of some milk cartons. We're going to get the missing persons alert. Scully's missing.
Speaking of missing persons, I am nowhere to be found on tipping.
Mate, how am I going?
Somehow I scored 3 on AFL tipping, right, where we do our BackChat tipping competition, where you can register and be a part of it every week because there's weekly prizes to give away, including $250 Campfield voucher.
Well, that's the only weekly prize.
You have to be a patron to do that. Patron. Damn it.
Sucked in.
But on ESPN, where we were over at the Shelter Footy Cast
Yeah.
tipping, I got 7 out of 9. I'm going a bit rogue because I'm trying to gain places, but this week I got 3. Scully, you got 6. Hammer, what did you get?
I got 6.
You got 6?
Yep. I tipped the Eagles, unfortunately, and they lost. I tipped Adelaide and they
Close
lost,
one.
and I tipped Freo and they lost.
I picked Freo as well. I picked St Kilda. I'm going really rogue in tipping as well.
Are you trying to, because you're trying to gain places or what?
I'll be lower than you. Almost 100%.
So I'm 154th in our comp, you're 167th.
I think there's only 100, I think there's 189 in it.
There's not many places between you
How
and
am I
me.
going? I have no idea about the game.
Yeah, absolutely none.
Who won this week? So $250 voucher to the Campfield.
Xavier did. Delio as his team name, and he got 9. Perfect 9
course, yep.
with a margin of 7.
So,
Wow, that's good going.
I can't pick, but there's a few members of my family that can. Of course, my father-in-law have won this. He's won this twice. My wife, Alex, she got 8 out of 9. Picked St Kilda instead of Melbourne and missed the margin by 1. If she had got, she would have won it. And I don't think I can give it to my wife. I wouldn't have given it to her.
No.
They would have had $750 at the Campfield to
deserve
spend,
it.
that family.
Doesn't deserve it.
Let's go through some of the games. There was some absolute nothing burgers in there, but Richmond, Sydney.
Let's get into footy.
Yeah, let's chat some footy. Nankervis.
About enough skipping.
Nankervis.
The Nank.
Big hit on Lloyd in this Richmond Sydney game. Nick, get the clip up.
Hello, Sid.
We'll have a little bit of a looky at it.
Why do you keep pulling him?
No, there. This sort of leads to the question of the AFL having a send-off rule.
I don't have the clip in front of me. I'd like to see it.
I'm just looking
Nick,
at Sid
can you
again.
please
Yeah,
bring
let's
it
look at
back
Sid.
in here? I would like to see the Richmond clip in front of my TV screen here. Oh, okay.
Right, no, that's okay. Well, Nankervis did have a big hit on Lloyd, and people are questioning like a send-off. Like you could do basically whatever you want to someone on a field, and you still just keep playing, right? You might lose weeks the following weeks.
Yep.
Do we need to have a sin bin red card situation? Hammer, thoughts on that?
I think
If you punch someone in the face,
yeah,
maybe?
I think if you hit someone, like if you intentionally hit someone, or if you get reported in an act, I think that like I'm not against the rule where you go off as long as they're off. Like if you knock someone out with a punch,
Bang.
bang,
So is that
Ooh, shoulder
okay? So
to
is
the
that
head.
sent off?
I would send him off. Yeah.
You would send him off. You just said if you knock someone out with a punch. That's not knocking someone else.
That's
with
an
a punch.
intended, like you've just knocked him in the head.
Right. So, do you want a send off rule or not?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind, but then it gets hairy because like what about tackles?
Yeah. Well, what about that?
That looked intentional with malice. He's going to get reported. I'd send him off.
But you've got to make that decision in the spot.
So it's up to the umpire.
So
then?
you
Is
give
that
him, you have 15 minutes, you have MRP on hand, and they're just going for it.
Right.
It's straight away reviewed.
They've
Right.
got 15 minutes. Was the game stopping?
No, well, until the next quarter, whatever. Like as long as you do, the blue card rule in Waffle is you're off for the quarter if you can cuss someone.
This is a very
Right.
great opinion on this matter. I'll
So
tell you
just
what.
so he hits him.
You're
right?
evolving this as we speak.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
all
fine.
for it.
That's
I'm
fine.
for fleshing it out.
He hits, right? Then the umpires look at it straight with the MRP off. Like he keeps playing, Nankervis keeps playing
No, Nankervis is on the bench. He's
straight up.
the way it works in the Waffle, if you knock someone out and you're in a reportable offence, while they're doing the concussion test, you're off.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
The blue card. You get given a blue card and you go off. So you're on the bench as long as they're doing the
And if
concussion
they
test.
come back on, you're good to go.
If they come back on, you're good to
don't?
go. If they don't, you're off. You're done.
I've never
Really?
heard about
Yep,
this.
the blue card.
Are you aware of this?
No.
That's I don't mind that rule, but what if it's unintentional? What if it's purely just in the act of footy, like could not help you?
So that's why I think in the time of doing the concussion test, that's where you've got the MRP, match review. The guys doing it straight
someone.
away.
Would you
MRI going straight
Would you
away
get a
at it.
blue card in the waffle for a sling tackle?
Yep.
See, that's open to interpretation for mine.
Yeah, well, absolutely it is, but that's just the rules at the moment.
Right.
If you do an act that knocks someone out and you get reported for it, on the spot reported, and they're doing a concussion test, you're off while they're doing it.
Don't they usually trial these sorts of things in these state leagues, and then eventually they sort of trial them in the AFL? Like, is that a
Yeah
thing
or
that
no?
they've
Yeah, I
said
think so.
that maybe that they'll bring in?
Maybe. They're doing a lot. They're doing like surveys and reports and like they're doing data on it. They're doing research on whether or not it's effective. I think there was, I can't remember. They did it. They sent out some surveys at the start as to how many blue cards were given last year. There are the boys with the blue.
What's Powley doing in there? Why is Rowan Powley there in a suit? Why is Rowan Powley in that group of people right now? Is he a player representative?
That's a great
That's
question.
Dean Margetts. I believe that's the head of the waffle. And that is Rowan Powell, player for the Subiaco Lions. Looking very smart.
Isn't he
But I
ever?
wanna
Is
know-
he like AFL, like a waffle PA rep
Could
or
be.
something?
I'm not sure. But anyway, there's the blue
And the
card.
blue card. Have you ever?
I've never
seen the
seen
blue
one,
card?
no.
Right.
Never
seen
seen
one.
one given?
Never seen one given. No.
See, I find that surprising. No one's been knocked out in any of your games you played this year.
Okay.
Soft footy day, superb. Soft as. Have a crack.
Meanwhile,
mate.
the last time anyone got knocked out is when Scully got his back broken in
Yeah,
a
that's
game
correct.
against East Perth.
Yeah, that's right. Would he have been blue carded for that?
No, because blue card's only concussion.
I got knocked out.
Oh, well,
So-
then yes, he
at
would
the
have been
same
blue
time.
carded, yeah.
It was a great incident. I got knocked out, my spine broken.
Yeah, he would have been blue carded.
Right.
Yep.
Done.
Done.
Unlucky, Nick Robertson. Continue.
Don't mind that rule, actually. What about this one? This is a little player umpire exchange. Nick, let's just play it and then we'll have a chat.
Not for me.
Did you hear that? Hammer?
Yeah, I did. That's embarrassing. Not
It's
for me.
embarrassing, not for me. I love a little bit of umpire player back
If
and
I
forth.
was the backman, if I was Nick Vlaston then, and I copped that from the umpire, I would want to steamroll him, mate.
Are there other umpires that have that rapport though, where they give a bit of lip back?
But okay, so I'm trying to think of it. It was the other way around. I like it from the umpire. Like there's a bit of chat. We like that.
It's nothing vicious.
Yeah, I know, mate. But I'm just thinking about you mixed netball on a Tuesday night, mate, and you go at the umpire, and then Gwen comes back at you, and she goes, "Listen here, wing
Got
defence."
suspended for that.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you can't
okay.
keep your mouth shut on a Tuesday
The,
night in front of no people. How do you go at the MCG?
The
70,000
dissent
in
rule
front of
went
you?
out the window pretty quick, didn't it?
Didn't it?
Because that's dissent.
That's gone.
That is dissent.
Dissent's
among the
gone.
old rule.
Arms up in the air happens all the time now.
Yeah,
Dissent
and like
is
he's just
gone.
had a go at the umpire then, saying that's
Hamish
embarrassing.
Brayshaw, dissent is gone.
gone.
Have you? When was the
When's
last
the last time you
time?
said a dissent rule pay?
It was Ray against. It was Razor Ray. about
Harris Andrews
6
did this one day and got 50 given against him.
and then they've cut
And
it.
Vlosten's just called that embarrassing.
Is the dissent rule dead?
I don't know.
It's dead, mate. Hammer's called
I've
it.
called it here.
And it's-
You heard it here first. The dissent rule is fucking dead.
Yeah, and skipping's back.
Someone make a note. That's the title of the episode. The dissent rule is dead.
Okay.
Love it. Thank you, Hamish, for giving us that little gem.
Need us to take to the next game.
Let's go. Collingwood Bulldogs. This one's good. Pendlebury breaks the all-time
Oh, yeah.
disposals record
Love
from
it,
Harvey,
which is great.
Yeah.
which is great. And
Huge.
you know the thing about love about Pendles is that he's
Modest.
he just knocks about town.
He does just
Humble
humble
guy,
doesn't he? Humble guy.
modest
he
guy.
skips too.
I bet he skips.
He's a skipper.
I
Yeah.
bet he skips.
He's a real.
He was a skipper for a while.
He's a team first operator.
Team first operator. They said to him before the game, mate, you're pretty close to breaking the all-time record.
He said, "Don't care. I just want to win.
How do you feel about that? Well, it's because he's a humble guy.
Team, win. Don't worry about me. It's not about me."
So he breaks the record.
Yes.
The next day on Instagram, puts out a post. He's sitting with his in front of a tennis court. It's probably his backyard. It's probably got that sort of house.
Yeah.
Good on him.
I don't think he would have just gone down to the local tennis court to take this.
He's sitting with his nice little Labrador / golden retriever.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a golden retriever. And should we talk about the dog we want? And he starts pumping his own wine, saying there's a limited amount of his wine.
Good time
Thanks
for it.
to breaking the disposals record, he's doing a limited release of his wine. And now he's selling his wine off the back of breaking a
It's-
record.
it's-
After going, I'm
it's-
so humbled.
that's
I'm
Mark
He's
very
Well
humble.
done.
It's disgraceful. No, it's disgraceful.
I don't rate
He's
it.
selling his soul.
Nah.
He's monetizing something that just shouldn't be done. And if you're not doing
Love it.
anything Thursday night,
Says
get
you.
down to the Ashby
That's
6:30. We got
BackChat
BackChat Ale.
Yeah,
Fleet Network.
and if
will
you
be
want me,
backing us in there.
I'm $40 on Cameo if you want me.
Whippersnapper will be down there with the Marga River Roasting Co. boys. We've got Leadable Cameras. Lydia will be fighting down in a boxing fight down there. Tell you what, I love it from Pendles.
Yeah,
He goes,
massive. What an opportunity.
He goes, oh, look at this. Bang, crack it right open. It's going to fizz everywhere. Oh, no, of course it doesn't. It's
It's a BackChat Ale. It's throwable and openable in the same breath. That's the
BackChat.
sort of thing it does.
how I like to have my beer. Not good enough, Scott. Tell you what.
Nah,
Shit house.
bloody love it. Sell your wine, Scott. Sell out.
Yeah, nah, very
make
well
a
done.
tidy little bit of money from
Oh,
it.
he would have made a good killing from that. But the standing ovation every time he got the footy after that was great.
Bit
wasn't it?
rich.
No, I loved it.
Loved it. All right.
Loved it.
I loved it.
I
Should have
hate-
stormed the field.
Loved it. Shit house, Scott. Anyway, get yourself a back
Get
chat.
yourself a BackChat. Yeah. What I hated on the weekend, Brisbane v West Coast. Probably
Oh, did ya?
one of the first games this season that I actually just wanted to stop watching football. Like, had no interest in watching it anymore. I've sat through horrible games this season. This game was, for me as a fan, putrid. Couldn't watch it. Made me feel sick.
Difficult for Hammond to comment on this, but
That's just me as a fan.
I watched it as whatever I am these days. I found it difficult to watch. I had, you know, when you watch the games and you had like Twitter going on
Yeah.
about something irrelevant, like kids' movies on a laptop. Like I was very happy to be distracted by this game. It was absolutely putrid in stages. The only thing that I took out of it in a positive sense from West Coast, Elijah Hewitt,
Gun.
I said it on the Shot of Footy cast, looks like Judd to me. Said it last week, doing Judd-like things. I know he's not Chris Judd. I'll tell you that now. He's not Chris Judd, but he does Judd-like things. He's not like Kerr or Cousins or, I don't know, Pritis. He's Judd.
How old is he?
Got it there.
Jimby's like Pritis and
18.
Kerr.
Elijah Hood's 18, and he just looks like a
18.
strong man.
I've
So
come
is the
full.
ball.
Doesn't look like a kid.
I've come full circle. Do not split the picks. You know, I was about, don't split them. Get old mate Harley Reid in there. Reid, the boy, and Elijah Hewitt for the next
Wow.
15 years.
That's big time.
That's potent.
What do you
That is-
reckon?
That's massive.
Because like if you split Harley Reid, like I know you'll get good players, but you might get
He'd also die if you split him.
yeah, correct. But if you split pick one, you get a couple of picks. You might hit, you might not. Harley Reid's a hit. I'm actually come full circle, and you put in with those like they will dominate 3 or 4 years together.
Yeah.
Premiership?
Well, that's a great
Premiership?
point. I didn't watch that game. I was watching the East Perth Royals reserve side beat Swan District. So
Were
Oh,
you?
very good. Let's just go straight into the waffle. West Coast waffle team had their biggest game of the season.
it was a draw. We're getting
And they had a
points.
draw.
They're getting points.
They
on
got
the
a
board.
point. They got a couple of points.
We're talking
Bloody good.
points.
Apparently, it was controversial.
Yeah.
Was it? So they were up by a point
Yeah.
at the very
There
end.
was some
And then,
controversy.
is it Boraloo?
Yes,
yeah,
it is
Buraloo had
Borloo.
a shot after the siren,
Yep.
and Buraloo spoiled their own ball over the line.
Well, that's not a point.
Well,
That's what happened.
it was called a point.
That's not a. Do you know this rule?
Wow,
If
yes.
you spoil it over yourself, it's a dead ball effectively.
Yes.
If
'cause-
opposition spoil it and it spills off hands, then that's a point. But if you're like it's your team and you give it the old spoil it over through the points, it's a dead ball, no point.
Right.
Interesting.
Did they review it at all? Like,
The
did they do
Boraloo
that?
ruck spoiled it from maybe like a foot or half a
Right.
foot
It
in
was
front of the
close.
line. It was close, but it came off his fist and went through.
Well, that's not a point. And let that to the judiciaries decide. You had a big game.
Blinder.
I jumped on the app. You've
Blinder.
had 50 touches and kicked through. You didn't have 50.
Didn't have 50.
You kicked
no.
through.
Yeah,
it was like
kicked through.
33 or 35 and 3.
33 and 3, yeah.
That's huge.
Not a bad game.
3 and 3.
Yeah.
What were you doing out there? You playing anyone?
Yeah, I
What's
was. I was just I was cheating forward a little bit, which you can do when you're winning the clearances. But no, it was good. Got on the end of a couple.
got
Kicked
it.
one of the great stoppage goals. Oh boy.
Did you?
Yeah, I'll show you after this.
Judd Light?
Nah.
Judd
Oh, Elijah Hewitt, it wasn't. It was I kicked from about 40. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I haven't kicked many of them. And then got a couple of set shots. Got a bit of the footy, so it was good. Good game.
Anything else happen out there?
Bit of chat.
Bit of chat.
Oh
out
yeah,
there,
a little bit of
boys?
chat. Yeah. So I kicked 2 set shots. The first set shot I kicked, I heard someone say BackChat. Didn't really.
Back chat.
Someone said BackChat when I was having a set shot.
Yeah,
Kicked
good.
the
I'm
goal,
stoked that's a sledge.
kicked the goal, and just sort of. But I was like, I'm pretty sure I just heard him say BackChat then. And then anyway, took another mark about maybe 5-10 minutes later. And
Is this for your third?
this is my third. Halfway through the third quarter, I've kicked two.
How many have you had at this stage?
I
25?
would have had 25-ish, yeah.
Go on for your third.
So lining up for my third goal.
Up by how much?
Oh, not a whole lot. I reckon we were up by maybe 25 points, 20 points at this point. And I'm lining up for goal, get to the top of my mark, and the bloke like starts saying BackChat again. I'm like, okay, I'm sort of listening.
We love this.
And he goes, Hammer, what's the BackChat episode going to be this week? What are you and Scully going to be talking about? What's the BackChat episode? As I'm walking in, I kick the goal. Bang, nailed it. What's the BackChat episode going to be? Kick the goal as it's going through. Not 100% sure, mate, but I reckon that one might feature, buddy. And then ran off.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
That is brilliant.
Oh, so there, it did feature. I can't remember what the bloke's name was.
Right.
Doesn't matter.
But
Shout out.
he'll know. Shout out.
Shout
Obviously,
out.
he listens to BackChat.
Shout
Good on
out.
him.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, good on him.
We
Good on
bloody
him.
love it. You made it, big fella.
One last thing about the West Coast as we go back to the AFL. Jack Gunston kicked 6 goals. He
did.
First game after dropping himself. I think it worked. Are we saying that Jack Gunston dropping himself was a good idea? Comes
Don't.
back,
Don't.
almost kicked his
Don't
7th, would have been his career high.
Don't do
Sprayed
it to
it.
me, bro.
No,
Please don't
it must
do
have
it to me.
worked. That's the fact. He dropped himself, he came back and he kicked 6 goals, almost kicked 7.
That is the worst. It may actually be the worst story that's happened in the AFL this year. Jack Gunston and Daniel Ridge drop themselves, come to the Gate Bar and Bistro for beers and back. Jack comes back, kicks 6 goals for Brisbane.
Drops himself again and makes his way to the Ashby this Thursday.
Why couldn't he have just been dropped and done exactly what he's just done? Why did they need to drop themselves?
Yeah, that
Jeez,
baffles me.
I hate it. I bloody hate it, Chris Fagan. How's Simo stitching them up in the presser saying they're the best team in the comp and Fags hating it? Did you see that? Absolutely hated it.
Did he? I didn't see that.
I asked Simo again and asked Simo. I said, do you actually think they're the best in the comp? He was like, well, that's what I said, isn't it? I reckon he was stitching him up.
Yeah, I love that.
Putting a bit of a
Oh, coaches hate that. Well, you think like 7 rounds out from finals, you want another coach saying you're the best in the comp? Teams are coming for your head now.
Absolutely.
Simo stitched him up there.
GWS Hawthorn, honestly, don't want to talk about it. Give Jack Buckley a bit of props.
Well
done, Jack
he was
Buckley.
excellent.
Always
Well,
big fan of Jack Buckley.
Well,
but
Toby Green's episode last week just
Yes.
gone and still in GWS mode. The GM of footy, list manager, a bit of both. Jason McCartney coming up this week will be the biggest episode we've had this year. I will say that.
yeah, it was huge.
Huge app.
Yeah, that's
his
big.
footy stories matched by what's happened off the field to him. He's had adversity, he's shown resilience. He's
Had
missed
a poster of him on my wall
Did you?
growing up. Yep.
North Melbourne, of
Yep.
course.
Had a poster of him getting chaired off.
So just a tiny little teaser. So he was drafted to Adelaide. Nick, you can nod or use your microphone to agree with me here. He was drafted to Adelaide,
Drives to Collingwood.
drafted to Collingwood, just missed the 91 flag.
Yeah.
So he got there in 92. Played footy there.
Yeah. Then went to Adelaide the year of their first flag
That's right.
and missed the grand final team from selection.
Yes.
Asked to get traded to North Melbourne.
Yes.
Played the next year against Adelaide. Lost the grand final.
Lost in the granny.
And then 1999.
1999. He got
Prelim final.
suspended in the prelim. He tried to spoil like a good backman does. Gave him an ear tickle. Like got 6 weeks or something in the prelim.
Got
So
there
in
late.
9 years, he was involved at the club for 5 different grand finals. Didn't play in one.
Didn't play him one. 2001 footy trip, Bali bombing. So we
Yep.
speak about that in depth. The comeback from that, just crazy. Some of the detail he went into there. But then he's the least manager at Western Bulldogs in 2016 when they won the flag. And then what he's been able to do at GWS. So like the whole story is just amazing. And he was just incredibly insightful and honest and open. And
Yeah.
So-
we're really grateful
So
for it.
for
Really good
not
episode.
wanting to talk about GWS at all, we just have. And
Absolutely.
It'll be excellent.
It'll be
And also,
bloody
we're going to
great.
be a player sponsor there next year.
Jack
Oh, yeah,
Buckley,
absolutely.
baby.
Yeah.
Jack
We're sponsoring
Of
Jack
course.
Buckley.
Saints Melbourne, we got to ask a question straight off the bat, Hammer.
Sure.
Is Angus wearing a new helmet?
It's a very fluorescent blue,
Very
isn't it?
blue.
What's going on there?
Really blue.
Did he wash it with the blues?
No, he didn't. Put it in the wash with your rash vest.
Junior.
Junior. No, he's Steeden is his official helmet sponsor.
Shout out.
Shout out Steeden. They also sent me a helmet, which I've got, so I might wear next week. No, he gets his helmets, and that one just happened to be very blue.
Okay.
I don't think it obviously is a fresh one. It
Yes.
looked fresh,
Yes.
but yeah, it's bluer than normal.
So, and he was also just hosting footy shows in his spare time.
Yeah,
on
that was
the
pretty
Done that.
funny.
What's
Had
going
to go
on
at
there?
Chompers. Had to
Went
go
hard
at
at
Old Man.
Chompers.
Yeah, it was funny.
He
Dunno.
went hard at Chompers.
He went
He
real
showed
hard
the
at
vision
Chompers.
of BackChat.
And asked the question, what was your best case scenario there?
Best outcome?
What was your best outcome there, Chompers? Chompers wasn't there to back him up. The best way to have a go at a bloke.
Oh, that's very good.
Port Gold Coast. Look, don't really want to talk about that. Port just keep winning.
Port are good.
Port are very
Port are
good.
the real deal. They're
Yep.
a really, really good football side.
How about Geelong North? Griffin Logue.
Yeah, poor bastard.
ACL.
Hate to see it.
Really rough. So the guy signs a good deal at North Melbourne, leaves Fremantle. You had a good take on this earlier when we were chatting about
Yeah,
it.
a couple of things, right? So Griffin Logue was criticised by some for going to North Melbourne on a bigger deal. He, I don't know, some people loved it. It shows a few things to me. As a player, if we look at him personally, this is why you do deals like this. And ACL, horrible circumstance.
You sign the big Godfather deal and you sort of set up.
This is why if someone comes knocking,
Yep.
you either
answer the
sign a
fucking
bigger, sign a bigger deal with the club you're at because you go, hey, North Melbourne's, or if they don't want to come to the table, this is why you go and do a long-term deal at another club.
Yep.
Something like this happens, like he's secure, and you can't, like, that's not looking at it from the club point of view or fans or anything
Yeah,
like
just
that.
about the player here.
He's locked in on a good contract, and he's going to try and get back to his best. But I don't know if we see that. You don't know with these sorts of injuries. And ACL, it's a huge injury. So your boy Jackie Buckley's come off the back one.
And
of
he
those.
has. Shithouse not fatal was his motto.
Correct. So we're wishing the best for Griffin. But I just say on the contract side of things, that's why it's a good deal. But negatively, this is why they're bad deals for clubs to sign, because injuries happen in footy. You go and sign someone like Griffin Logue, who you're setting your football club up around. They want key back,
Yep.
all Australian. Clarko wanted to make him all Australian backman, and he's injured, and he's going to be out for 12 months.
Pretty
And
tough to build a team around that.
You got some salary cap sitting there. Ben Mackay, who is playing at North Melbourne, he's rumoured to be out the door as well. There's your backline gone.
Yeah.
And you got
Pillaged.
You got a fair bunch of salary sort of sitting around waiting for him to go. So, look, who have we got here? Someone coming through my ears.
Yeah.
Griffin Logue.
Bit of Tui.
Thoughts go out to you, sir.
Let's move on to that as
sure.
well. Tui obviously broke the record. Jim Stone's most games of an Irishman.
Sensational record. I didn't even know until it came out a couple of weeks ago that he was pretty close to it.
Yeah.
I was like, he's nearly played, like, that's a lot of games of football. He's played, what, like 260 something now?
A lot.
265, is it? Is that the record?
So Nick,
Hammer, well done.
just to clarify what it says here. So in this game, Geelong had an all Irish centre line. That's pretty cool.
Correct. From the wings.
Yeah, from the
We had O'Connor,
O'Connor.
and then two in the guts.
Yep.
And then Mullen, the new guy.
What's Mullen's first name?
No idea.
It's Ocean.
Is it actually? Yeah.
It's spelled like OISHI. It's weird spelling.
Ocean.
I think so.
Is it like how,
Ocean Mullen.
Sinead?
O'Shawn, maybe it's pronounced. That's maybe an Irish way of saying it.
Spell it. Someone spell it for me.
We Irish names. So we were in 2022 last year. In the first half of the year, for the AFLW, we had to go away for a hub. So we were in Melbourne for like 4 weeks, and we had 3 Irish girls in our team, and we rode up. They had this big whiteboard in our communal area. We weren't allowed to do a whole lot outside, so this is where we're at. They rode up maybe like 40 to 50 Irish names, and over the course of a month, like, people would try and write down phonetically what it sounded like, and we'd just tick them off and cross them off. And like, the girls were there just rubbing it off if that was right. And they were just some fucking weird ones. Like, so Niamh Kelly.
Yes.
Niamh is a big
Niamh
one.
Kelly, like, that was one of the players, and her name is spelled Niamh.
Yeah.
Niamh. Niamh.
Niamh. Well,
Niamh,
and also
and it's Niamh.
Siobhan is like Siobhan.
Yeah,
Siobhan, 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 Shithead, Shatheed. No, that's not one. That's just a funny Instagram that I saw. But yeah, so anyway, speaking of funny Irish names, it took us a month to get 40 names.
Well, his is spelled OISIN.
Oisin.
I think it's Ocean.
Hoisin sauce.
Poison. Why is that funny? I don't know. All right, let's move on to Essendon,
Let's.
Adelaide. Look, again, don't really want to talk about Adelaide and Essendon, but
Just a bit disappointing. Do you want to talk about football at all?
Yeah.
What are we
yeah, I
doing
mean,
here?
there's just
Fun
nothing
games.
really noteworthy from the game I want to talk about, but I
Okay.
do want to talk about this. The Cats and Bombers are playing this week at GMHBA Stadium, or
Gardenia
Gardenia Park, as we like to call it. There's some chatter around moving it to the MCG because of the capacity. What do you guys think of that? Is that like a bit
I
of a
don't get it. It's
No.
stiff shit.
Yeah.
yeah, stiff shit?
The
So
AFL
stupid.
doesn't get the money. The clubs do, right? So it's not an AFL issue. Why they're asking the AFL to move to the MCG? This isn't a blockbuster either.
No,
It's
I
Geelong
wouldn't
and
have
Essendon.
I wouldn't have thought so.
Neither are either a top four.
Essendon are
Geelong
fifth.
definitely are.
I don't
Essendon
like
are
when they
fifth currently.
change. I hate it when they take Geelong away from GMHBA.
Geelong want to win.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
win games
What about
at
when
home.
they play finals at the MCG? It's bullshit.
Yeah, correct.
It's
So
it's the fortress for them.
yeah, correct. So that would only be benefiting Essendon. So Geelong have a home game against Essendon.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I would not have thought.
No,
leave,
thank
it,
you.
leave it where it is.
Let's wrap it up with Freo v. As I knock a beer over. Freo v. Carlton. Darcy, biggest man in the league.
Yes, that is right.
58 hitouts. Still lost centre clearances. Hammer,
I was there.
what's going on?
I was on the boundary watching that game.
Yeah, we saw you down in the Carlton rooms with your flag mantle top in.
Yeah.
You're interviewing Sam Walsh, which I realised later. I didn't realise.
I was mid-interview, lifting up my shirt, trying to get Sco to film it. Yeah, that was. It was not a great game of football to watch. Freo
Freo are no good, mate.
Freo were dog shit.
Oh, you said it.
I mean, they're going to bounce back obviously and win the next 7 on the trot and make finals.
Mate,
But
Freo no good.
no, it was a
unfortunately.
difficult watch. A very, very difficult watch. Carlton were good though. I hate Carlton. I still think they're shit, but like they were pretty
Carlton
good.
are
Are they,
really
are they,
good around the
are they
ball.
making a run? Like, can we take them seriously now? Or is this just another little.
They've beaten a couple of Mickey Mouse sides.
Right.
To be honest with you, they've got a big test the next 3 weeks. So they've got Collingwood. They got Port Adelaide this week.
Yeah, Freo, I've got Collingwood.
So Freo have got Collingwood. So Carlton have got Port Adelaide this week. Massive game. They've got West Coast, who I'll be tipping. Big game. And then they've got Collingwood. So they got the top 2 sides in the next 3 weeks. This will show where they're at.
Although I'd say probably 3 or 4 weeks ago when we were talking about games that West Coast could potentially win, for the remainder of the season, I'm pretty sure
They're not beating
Carlton was thrown up there as like, well,
Well, mate, I still think
so that
Carlton
just
are shit.
shows where they've.
And the cavalry's coming back for the Mighty Coasters. Don't you worry about them.
Yep.
I'll be tipping it.
I'm worried about it, mate. I'm very worried.
I'll
I
be
have high
tipping him.
concerns about West Coast.
Swimply the best.
Tell you what, all things are happening over at Swimply.
Aren't
If
they
you
ever?
want to pull, you got to pull. Get over there, download the app. You know what to
Pull, you
do.
gotta
Now,
Absolutely.
what's our
Tanya.
beautiful
Let's
lady,
talk about Tanya.
Tanya has provided us with the absolute
Best pool on the fucking planet.
God's
Oh my gosh.
gift pool setup I've ever seen.
I feel like it's like it'd beat Tom Brady's backyard.
We've closed the competition. There will be no more entries. We've got your pools. We've seen your pools. We've seen them all.
Too many
Tanya
of them.
wins. Tanya
Yeah,
wins.
Tanya wins.
Tanya wins by a long way.
Yeah, hands down.
Like, could it? Yeah.
We
Look,
appreciate the bath picks. But
Yeah.
let's go on the pool.
Tanya's house. We'll be doing an episode there. I think it's going to be towards finals time.
When her pool's ready, because
That
there was
is-
some renovations going on.
is
That's
true.
all
Frogs
the
in
pool
there.
was not
The ducks
full.
are swimming in the pool still. We've spoken to Tanya. We've locked that in. We appreciate it. That'll be brought to you by Swimply. We'll be doing an episode out there. I think could be a guest episode out there.
Nice.
So you may not be.
I won't be there.
Well,
I'll be swimming in the pool.
No,
I'll
no.
be frolicking.
You'll be there. We'll make sure.
We'll make sure you're there, mate. So big news there. But of course, Swimply, we do the best moments that are around. A little bit rogue, a couple of these. Well, one of them is at least. But I want to watch through these because a couple of them are outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to the first one.
Been good in his return game.
That is
Pepper goes for the top.
That is so loose. By
That is
Bit of
fucking
pepper on
good.
it. Good call, actually. Commentary call. He's just torped it from, 65 out on the run.
I'd say kicked it from 55.
Pressure on him as well.
No, can we have another
Watch it
look?
again.
It's
I-
certainly not 55. That's rogue by you.
Good in his return.
That's not
60.
55,
60.
bro.
That's 60.
Mate, that's over
60.
60.
It's close to 6. Closer to 60 than 65. Closer to 55 than 65. There you go. Pause it.
Mate, that's a lot.
close to the
61 and a half.
Oi.
I reckon it's closer
Oi.
to 55 than 65. Look
Oi.
at that. I reckon that's closer to
goal
65.
square. So
I
these-
reckon it's
goal
closer to
square.
55 than 65.
The Mo marks are 10 metres, right?
And he's halfway between
Right.
one and shorter than halfway between the next.
Right. So if that's to the edge of that dark patch,
He's 63 metres.
so that's. Thank you very much, you motherfucker.
Is that how it's measured? Those dark patches
yeah,
are
they're
10
10.
meters each?
Apparently they're
tens.
meant to be, yeah.
Hang
And so
on,
he's
let
at
me-
least halfway through a second one, so it's a big kick.
Yeah, he's close. He's about, I reckon he's
It's a big kick from a big man.
Could be 70.
I love
Is
it.
it 70?
I reckon it's 70
That's
maybe.
rogue areas. That's rogue. If you're going to
yeah,
get
yeah,
65 out going Tories for the goal,
Yeah,
when
that's
there's
ludicrous.
there's at least 10
There's
guys
options.
inside.
There's options. A mighty royal at heart, Sammy Pepper and East Perth boys. So
That's what we love him.
exactly right.
Let's go to the next one.
Power chant.
Same game.
The Adelaide Oval early. Connor Rosine.
Get out of my
Rosie.
face. Get out of my face. Look at that. And
Oh,
the double
The James Heard high five in the
high
stands.
10. Wow.
That's huge.
The high
Okay,
10.
That's a
There's another angle of it where it's looking from the goals. He has threaded this through the eye of it.
fast as well. Like someone was about to stop that.
Wow, look at that. That's
Sammy
a
Collins.
sausage.
I believe it's our boy Sammy Collins, one of the great backmans of all time.
Do we just say that Will Ashcroft's goal is goal of the year, right?
I think so.
So
That's pretty fucking good, mate.
yeah, but I'd say that's probably the closest thing to rival goal of the year.
All right, here's moment 3. Straight into it.
We've got Sam Ludby and we've got Tiernan Steins as well now. Of course, in recognition of this incredible achievement, one that you will continue to extend, Tiernan has something very special to give you, which is the match day ball. So I'll let you do that one.
Oh, Stoked gets to hold the ball.
All right, so this is moment 3. I mean, we don't think watch this whole thing. He's getting a jumper.
give it
This is Zach Tui.
Yeah, exactly.
He's played the most games by an Irishman. Outstanding.
Yeah. Good 3 moments. Was that was that one of the moments around? It's not up for us to decide. It's up for you to decide. We'll
That's
put
a
it on
very good point
socials
there.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll
Probably
put-
could have got my first goal on the weekend and snipped it in
Hey,
there as an
I
option.
reckon we need to take a little breather here, Dave. I'm getting a bit fatigued. I think the people might be getting a bit fatigued. I think we need to hear from our friends at Fleet Network.
Absolutely.
Looking to save thousands on your next car and bundle your running costs, Hammer?
Yes, I am.
Look no further than Fleet Network. I thought you might be. Salary package your car and unlock savings and benefits with a novated lease.
Novated, yep.
Novated leasing, you'll use your pre-tax income to pay for your car and running costs like fuel, servicing, rego, insurance. I wonder if they pay fines.
They better. Parking fines, speeding fines.
Paid mine yet?
Yep, fine.
You have?
Yeah, I've done it.
Okay, thank you. This lowers your taxable income, saving you money. You should worry about this because bringing that taxable income, that big one of yours that you're rolling around with, saving you money and reducing the cost of running your car. Your repayment is drawn from your salary, so you don't need to do a thing, Hammer.
Wow.
Not needing to do a thing. That's got to be a
I
positive.
mean, I do like doing no things.
What's more, they'll source your choice of car from their nationwide supplier network and negotiate exclusive discounts. It sounds like Patreons, and I mean patrons. Plus, you pay no upfront fees and no GST on your car's purchase price. As novated leasing and salary packaging experts for more than 25 years. How old are you?
I'm 25. There you go.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
wow.
Me and Novated.
Fleet Network will make your move to novated leasing simple and stress-free. Getting started is easy. Contact Fleet Network today or visit their website, www.fleetnetwork.com.au to get started and feel the freedom of novated leasing. I know you don't like it when I say
You
www.
didn't put a dot
Yeah,
after it.
www Fleet. I think there's a dot in there.
Okay, you guys figure it out. You know what to do. Fleetnetwork.com.au.
Well, I just wore a rashi getting measured up by Jared.
Don't
you guys
you
got your
always
kits off.
Don't you always wear a rashi?
Always wear a rashi
It was
when I'm
very,
swimming.
very fitted as well.
very
So
fitted.
fitted to the physique.
It was it's a junior size. It's not even like men's. So I was wearing like a junior 16
bright
rashi.
blue. It was bloody
How
awesome.
often, Jared? How many times have you done like sort of weigh-ins and measure-ups and photos and stuff where someone's wearing a rashi?
Feels like you've
I'll be
done it a
honest,
lot.
I've done a lot. I've done a lot of the before pics, a lot of the measurements, and everybody's checking on him beforehand. But that is the first time anybody has done it with a rashi there,
Well,
Dan.
you're welcome. Hammer's,
everything.
I'm going to say this, Hammer, you're looking good already.
Thanks, mate.
So I'm
He is looking good.
excited about what you're going to look like in 12 weeks' time after
It's gonna be
the
huge.
challenge.
So am I.
Any feedback for me, Dan? Or
Scully,
Good too, mate.
Scully's leading
you're
the
looking
measurements
magnificent.
right now, which
I'm
is
winning.
good. Leading all measurements.
I'm winning. I'm the heaviest. I'm the widest. I'm the thickest. I've got the most girth.
Well, whose quads were the biggest? Because that's where I
quads with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Whose calves are biggest?
Mate,
We don't bother doing the
ask to quad
calves because
ensemble.
trust me,
I dare ya.
nobody ever got fucked for having big calves. Right?
Right,
We don't worry about calves.
So you've just come out of the Fleet Network and you're wondering what the fuck's going on here. Jared Madger joins us ahead of our Fat Chat Challenge
gonna be
starting on the
huge.
31st of July. Now, we're signed up. We're getting fit, basically. We're getting ripped. Ripped as Jared. We did a photo with Jared, so it was Hammer,
Yeah.
Dan, and I.
And we looked stoked. We all looked stoked to be
But
there.
the best thing, this is just the start, boys. So everybody that was listening,
Fucking oath it's the start,
that's
mate.
listening
I look
on.
like shit.
Yeah, and if you have a look at the photo, I've got a low belly button apparently.
Very
yeah.
surprisingly low. I don't know how it hangs that
Wait,
low.
quick question about that. I heard a rumor.
Question about the low belly button.
So someone did you remove Hammer's fluff?
Oh no, that was Scully.
That
So
was mine.
just for everybody that didn't see what happened the 5 minutes before this, I came on in. We did measurements of the three boys. Dan was in the rashi, and we got some before pics as well, and a couple little videos as well because I can't wait for these transformations with the music.
Boy, yo, 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 yo,
12
yo.
weeks later,
What was
Scully.
that? What was that song? Can we Shazam that one?
and the boys turn around and you're ripped as. So that's part of what we do with the challenge. We have, obviously, we look at the weight, we look at the measurements, we look at your photos. We've got a few things to measure it on. And yeah, I had to pick some fluff out of Scully's belly button.
How was that?
Yeah, it was, that was quite a large chunk of fluff, actually. I don't
Did
know
you weigh in pre and post fluff ball extraction?
I don't know if I've showered today, to be honest.
Oh,
I smell like it.
No, you didn't smell great. That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Fat Chat, we are signing up. We're doing it. I'm at to Saturday mornings at Clear, so we got something happen Saturday mornings. Is that right?
We do. So every Saturday morning, as being signed up to the Fat Chat Challenge.
Hammer may or may not be there. He's playing games of football.
Yeah, I'm playing games of football, so I won't be there. Categorically, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to
get your priorities straight. Yeah, seriously, put in the extras, mate. Do you know how good you'd be playing?
Come down for
after?
a coffee?
Of course, man. I'll be there for you, depending.
So every Saturday morning, we're going to be joining up. Everybody that's doing the challenge will be either training. We might have a little stretching session. We might have
do that.
A little ice bath, a little down the beach, just a little catch up, and really just get the Fat Chat
Can we
community
play
going.
cornhole one time?
We can. Again, it might be. I'm taking suggestions. If anybody out there that's part of the challenge has a suggestion for the Saturday sessions, please let me know.
There's been some sign-ups.
Huge sign-ups, massive sign-ups so far. We've got 40 people.
Holy shit.
on the first week, still 3 weeks to go.
Jeez.
Shit, that's
So
pretty good, isn't it?
that's actually huge.
40 people that are going to change their lives in 12 weeks.
That's actually huge.
You
And
get
obviously, the closer that you get to the
Oh, yeah,
date,
that's a
the more
backers.
people that are jumping on. So,
Halfway
that is
between
absolutely
them.
massive, overwhelming support from all the BackChat listeners, all the Fat Chat listeners. It's going to be bloody awesome.
What are you doing during this time? Are you also getting fit, Jared? I mean, we just discovered we don't follow each other on social media.
Wow. You're an
We
animal.
do now. You're getting ripped at
I'm training a bit. So I'm actually training for an Ironman, boys. So
Well, yeah, I've seen it.
I was sort of roped into it with Stephen Baker that was on the pod over at Fat Chat with me. I thought I was doing it as a team event. And turns out that the team event just means you actually just run together in a team, which is a bit fucking useless. How does that help me?
yep.
I thought it was
Aerodynamics.
I thought it was like a baton thing. I'd be swimming out past the bat.
So we heard about this last week. I reckon you're in too deep. I've had to think about it.
It's a
I
lot.
reckon you might be in too deep.
So initially I was going, okay, well maybe even just for the plot, okay, well, let's train for the full one and maybe I'll do a half one or something.
Did not see you driving out of a doctor's surgery this week.
Yeah, I did,
the knee's
I've got a knee tendinopathy, got a hamstring tendinopathy, got some shoulder impingement stuff. But the show goes on, boys.
The show does go on.
Six pack there.
Yeah, well, I'm feeling pretty ripped and I can just eat whatever the fuck I like.
putting
at
weight on at the moment,
I'm putting
I've seen.
weight on. I don't know how. I'm 86 kilos, which
So
is the
am
heaviest
I.
I've been for so long. But I don't know how that quite actually works. It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, it's bloody
Well,
hard.
it should, because everyone's paying you to lose weight. So you
Yeah,
should know why. If anyone's putting it on,
Can I ask?
probably know why.
Look, the challenge doesn't start to the 31st of July.
Yep.
Can we go to Beers with BackChat Thursday at the Ashby and have lots of beers?
100% we can, all right? Because one hot day doesn't make it a summer, boys,
That
all
is
right?
true.
Like, that's...
That's
just-
a good one. Is that one of yours?
Yeah, well, it's another PT that I've stolen that one, yeah. It's, shout out James Smith, he's a
The
gun.
saying goes a bit different in my
Are you going to
mind.
come?
Yeah, I'll come,
no, you
absolutely.
won't. No.
I'll bloody
Are you
be
going to
there.
That's
come
a
on the back of
big-
one swallow doesn't make a summer?
There will be...
Timing for that.
I know where you live and it's nowhere near Ashby.
Well, mate, this is nowhere near me anyway,
Oh,
but
boy.
I'm here anyway. And I'm here early. I'm here before you.
does.
I was
That's a
hanging
good
out
point.
before the pod. Scully didn't even notice me in the corner today. He was going,
Yeah.
There we go.
Waiting for the summer to come.
Oh, it's going to be huge though. But
Wow.
yeah, I think
Hammer.
some of the questions I've been asked so far is how long does it go for? It goes for 12 weeks. How do you access your stuff? Sign up online. Everything's online. Your workouts, nutrition, everything.
When you say online, is there an app?
Yes, there is. Yeah, it's an online platform. So everything's all in the one home, all the group chats.
Yeah, I get the group. I want the group chat.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
what
get
I'm
amongst
after.
it.
Oh, it's going to be bloody
Can you
awesome.
please crown like a group chat king at the end of it? Like who had the best chat?
Most definitely.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely. We
Cool.
can do that.
Sweet.
I just want to. I want to win something. Like, and I'm
Yeah,
probably
Dan will come up with a prize for himself. Maybe
A new
maybe a
Rashi.
size 14 Rashi, because you'll be down one. Or even a 12.
All the links are in our bio.
Yeah.
Everything's over at Fat Chat by Body Magic.
Yes.
Get over at Body Magic.
Limited spots. Make sure you sign on up. They're filling up so quickly. It's been an overwhelming response so far. Let's get fucking shredded. Let's get juicy. Let's get less fluff in the belly button, Scully.
Yep,
It's gonna
yep,
be
yep.
it's gonna be a great 12
I
weeks.
don't-
Let's go.
I don't know the amount I'll work out. It's going to reduce the flush
Fluff in
absorption.
belly button.
Well,
Do you get fluff in your belly button?
No.
You don't.
I think
My
maybe,
belly button's too
You've
low.
got no hair on your
Fluff
belly
doesn't
button.
get
What's
that.
happened?
I don't know. You've got to, you're a bit hairier than I am.
Yeah.
You've got a little more brown
I'll be
sugar.
honest. I think that
Little more brown sugar.
the crevasse in the middle there is just like maybe it's not as like much
Do you
air
have
going
fucking
through
hair in
it.
your belly
No, no.
button?
Yeah, all the time. I'm European, mate. I got a lot
I
of
don't
hair
think
going
I've
on
ever
down
had
there. I
hair
got
in my
hair going
belly
out
button.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, Scully, but that's all right. We'll try to sort
Sorry
it
about
out.
that.
We'll try to just reduce it, get the bit more
Yeah.
airflow going.
Yeah.
I reckon that'll really get the dust out.
I
of it.
don't want the reduction in fluff in
Yeah,
my
I like
belly
it.
button.
It's a bit of fun. Something to do on a Sunday arvo.
Fat
it
chat, join up. Fat chat. Jared's getting fit. Well, he's already fit. We're getting fit.
Let's
I'm gonna
do
be
it.
less fat.
Come on.
www.bodymagic.fit. Let's go.
Also,
Let's sign up.
wait. Also, go subscribe to Fat Chat the podcast.
Oh yeah.
There's so many good interviews over
Yes,
there.
heaps
It's on the
of good ones.
BackChat Studios YouTube page.
Who's
It's
this?
also
Wait.
on its own
Who
feed.
got this
I've
one?
got Justin Kaczynski this week. I had Scully on with me last week. A lot of fun. And then hopefully have one of you boys
Hammer-
on next
Hammer
week with me
soon?
as
Yeah,
well.
I'll be
Hammer
soon.
soon.
I'll
We've
be
got
soon.
something real good lined up
shit,
for that.
yeah, we do.
Actually, really
It'll be
good.
great. We've got to wait for your knee to get better. But
We do.
Be,
We do.
We'll be on.
What are you gonna do? Fight him?
No, that's Dan and Lydio.
We're gonna get to that.
Actually,
Yeah,
funny, we gave
yeah.
away those gloves on Fat Chat. So
To Lydia.
to a listener, and the listener actually said he was happy to donate the signed gloves of Michael Zarafa to Dan to fight Lydio.
Wow.
I love that.
Holy
What a guy.
shit.
I'll be using bare knuckles.
That's
though.
really good,
Oh.
except for the fact that Dan and Lydio are nude Greco-Roman wrestling.
We have an update from Lydio coming up right
Fuck
after
yeah.
this. So
Yes.
stay bloody tuned. Jared, you're going to go and get ripped or something and
Let's
shredded.
go.
Yeah.
You're out of
Love it, boys.
mile.
Thanks for having me.
Well done.
Holy shit, where did Jared go?
Hang on a second. He was right here.
Where did he go? Look, we're
good gag.
pre-recorded.
That was a good
We're
gag.
pre-recorded.
Where the fuck is Jared?
I told the boys.
He skipped out of here though.
Nah, Jared's coming
I can
earlier.
guarantee
Chat
you he
about
didn't.
Fat Chat. Sign up. Get fit. I'm actually looking forward to it. But
Yeah,
I
same.
will also say, if I have choices to make over the next 3 weeks, I'm making the poorer choice.
Oh yeah.
Because you know it's going to be a tough.
Yeah.
I'm not like, well, I better start getting fit
Do
now.
our
no,
weigh-ins? So we weighed in last week. Does that?
No,
is
no,
that
we're
going to
31st
weigh
of
in?
July.
Yeah, good. I was going to say because I might blow out a little bit before
good.
then.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Let's put
Enjoy
it in
myself.
now. Enjoy yourself now. All right, the BackChat Backman Award.
Oh,
It's
the
heating
only award
up,
in football,
Hammer.
isn't
It's
it?
bloody
Yeah,
heating
Hammer.
up. It's getting tighter and tighter.
Hot,
It's just getting very close.
Hmm.
We've got a 3-2-1 this week. Sometimes we like to give you the choice.
Sometimes.
But I'm sorry.
You don't
No,
get
that's
one.
fine. That's
this
fine.
week, you don't get an input. Let's just give you, starting from...
So just wait, mate. You just fucking like. You
No, I
can't
wanna
just
go to the
skim
leaderboard.
through- Yeah,
I wanna
just
go to the
fuck
leaderboard first.
mate. I want you to talk about Backman a bit more. We win premierships, mate. This is the most important thing this podcast does. It gives a platform for Backman to actually be recognised.
Where
in
else
this-
are they getting
in
it?
this- No, nowhere, mate.
a shame.
I spoke to Jack Silvani. The AFL has ruck round coming up, and so they're interviewing ruckman around the league.
What's Gil doing,
It was
eh?
fucking hilarious. So
Gil's not there anymore.
I'm just
I
saying
don't
this. Ruckman
Is
actually,
Gil gone?
No, he certainly is, mate. He was in the rooms presenting Pendlebury with his fucking trophy for getting the most touches. Gil's there, mate. Get a picture. Nick,
Oh, I don't care.
Nick, no, I care. Can you get a
Okay.
picture up of old Gil? He's still around. Don't worry
Okay,
about
sure.
that.
Gil's
Just
still
there to
there.
cut ribbon.
So
now.
Ruckman are misunderstood as
Apparently.
Backman are.
Sure.
Right? It's just it's a much maligned
Yep.
group.
Mm.
So asking Jack Silvani things like, it's a bit of tongue in cheek, like, Jack, tell us about what's so good about being a ruckman. Meanwhile, Sean Darcy's just had 70 hit outs on him. Jack had 4 as the main ruckman. He's
Jack
got
wasn't the main ruck. Lewis Young was the main ruck.
mate. Jack spent a lot of time in the ruck. He had
I don't think he
ice.
spent a minute
He
in
had
the ruck.
ice all over his legs. 100%, mate. He's wearing a fucking shin guard for the game. What do you think? He's doing that for fun?
Yeah, he rucked in forward 50. That was it. He did not go into the centre bounce. He did not do a single centre bounce.
Thank you.
How much?
How much?
What do you want to
Box of BackChat ales.
Done.
Thank you very much. So he did.
I don't think he did at all.
Okay, cool. I'll finish that story. Backman, they're great. Spoils, marks, you know what they do.
They
Just
get the
on
job
with
done.
it. Great. Hammer's wrong, by the way.
No, I was watching the whole thing.
We got a little.
Okay, there's
we got-
Gil. Sweet, he's there.
Let's just should we hear what Gil has to say about
No,
Scott
I don't
Pendlebury?
really care what Gil has to say. Let's go to the leaderboard.
Let's go to the leaderboard. Okay, I'm going to give you
Let's hear from Gil, bro.
previous to this round. This is your top 5 in the BackChat Backman Award, starting from 5th. Dougal Howard, Jack Buckley, Tom Barras,
On what votes?
Sam Collins, and Harris Andrews.
So
you've
you've
just
gone
given
the
us-
leaderboard before you've given
Yeah.
the votes.
Yeah,
No, you've gone the leaderboard without any update with the votes. You've just told me whether.
No,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
That's the leaderboard before this week's votes. Just giving you a bit of context of who's there.
No,
Yeah, but I need to know what they're
no,
on.
yeah, correct. You need to tell them what they're on. Otherwise, it loses relevance.
Dougal Howard 8, Jack Buckley 9, Tom Barras 11, Sam Collins 11, Harris Andrews 11.
Yeah, so that now makes a lot more sense to me.
Thank you, Hamish.
It was so confusing before. I couldn't picture 5 people in the top 5.
No, but it would have lost
What if
relevance
Harris
'cause
Andrews
what
was
you're
on
about-
100?
Yeah, exactly right.
Is Harris Andrews on
thank
100?
you.
Who knows? I'm about to tell you.
Yeah, because what you're about to do,
All right.
Hamish has just set you up for it.
Here we
Daniel.
go. On one vote this week, Brandon Zerk Thatcher.
Okay.
Double barrel last name.
The
We
Thatch.
bloody love it.
Yeah, he was also kicked out of the Lord's members area earlier on the week with Quinton Joyce Partnickel and
Quiddlecotch. 2 votes this week. Ryan Gardner.
Okay.
3 votes. And shoots him to the top of the leaderboard.
oh boy.
Harris Andrews, who now sits comfortably in first
Wow.
with
3 votes
14
ahead.
votes, 3 votes ahead, clear of Sam Collins and Tom Barras, 5 ahead of Jack Buckley, 6
hurts.
ahead of Dougal
I think
Howard.
we need to get the message to Jack. It's time to just
Get the job
lift
done.
his output. In general,
Sure.
his output needs to be lifted in order to
Of course.
bring himself back into the leaderboard contention.
Of course. That's disappointing.
I would like you to get me centre bounce attendances for the Fremantle Carlton game, please, Nicholas. Thank you.
It's going to be tough.
While Nick's doing that, Hammer, can you?
Yeah, I can.
Can you head
and I'm
up?
going to go time myself.
Yeah.
Skipping and walking between light pole to light
Go
pole.
enjoy that
love
while
it.
we talk some BlueBet because this weekend was a big weekend for our multi. Now, we usually go some spoils, some AFL action, but this week we thought we'd mix it up just a little bit because there's a couple things going on. There was Australians are all around the place.
No, we did the fierce multi. We did punching. We did the punching.
Punching, absolutely
We
punching.
did the punching multi. So we did fight multi, the UFC. We absolutely loved every bit about that on the weekend. We didn't want to put Alex Volkanovski in it because we thought he might lose. Well, he didn't. We should have put him in.
Yep, absolutely. So let me give you who was going to spoil, okay?
Yeah.
So Asava Radaglia,
Yeah.
Griffin Logue,
Yeah. When
Sam Collins.
When did Griff get injured?
Nick, could you have a look at that for us? Then we went to the fights. Jack Della Maddalena for the win, and Robert Whittaker for the win. That was our multi.
So Jack Della didn't fight. Someone had a brain injury before he fought.
Yeah.
He didn't fight. Robert Whittaker, he lost. He got beaten up by a South African.
Shout out to BlueBet though, because I did message them.
No, don't shout out for BlueBet because don't worry about shouting BlueBet out because okay, you can shout them out.
because I messaged them and they said, "Boys, Jack Della's gone. What are we going to do? Because now the multi's spoiled." And they said, "Don't worry.
the multi spoiled.
If everything else,
That's great.
good.
news.
If everything else comes through, don't worry. We'll still honour the bet." Didn't matter because Whittaker lost. Don't know how many spoils Radaglia got. It's not in front of me. Griffin Lowe got injured. Sam Collins.
I'm gonna find it out, but
We didn't get
basically we've had it. No, we've had
a mare.
We've had an absolute mare. Jack Della didn't fight. Rob Whittaker lost. I don't think Griffin Lowe got his 5 spoils. I think he got early. I got injured quite early.
Okay.
So Griffin Lowe didn't get his spoiled. I'm not sure what happened to Asava. And who was the other one?
Who did I just say?
Okay,
Oh,
I think
Sava had 7. Sam Collins.
Yeah, he would have had him.
He would
Don't
have.
worry about Sam.
Yeah, he gets the job
Don't
done.
worry about
That's
Sam.
why we back
Yeah,
him in.
10.
BlueBet, we're going to do better. I want to win in the next 2 weeks at least because we've had
We
had
had
some wins,
yeah.
but this week was just awkward. The week before, it didn't come through because Darcy Moore didn't get the job
If
done.
you'd like to submit a multi suggestion to us, let us know. Hello at backchatpodcast.com.au. You can jump on Instagram, backchat_. Tell us a multi to put on. Gun for hire.
Yeah.
Is that Hammer skipping out there? I can hear. I
Here
can
it
hear
comes
him
back
go,
in.
well, Blue Bet's over and done and dusted.
What's the over under on on timing? No, we can Hammer. You can come back in now.
Thanks, mate.
How was the skip?
Probably could have been quite involved in that. There was no Freo, no West Coast, no Melbourne involved.
That's right. We just like to keep the lines very clear, very crystal clear. Nick's got something for us.
Contest from Carlton this week.
Ruck contest, Carlton Freo. Yep.
So what you were saying, you think Silvani was overs unders? Do you have a number?
No, no. As Hammer thinks he wasn't at
I don't
centre
think he was
bounce.
in a single centre bounce.
Oh, there's no centre bounce. I'm talking ruck contests here.
Well, I know he was in ruck contests.
Yeah, he was.
He had hit
he
outs.
rucked. He
He had 4 hit
450s.
outs.
So Lewis Young went to 60 contests, McKay 26, and Silvani 20. So
Right.
I think
So
Silvani
you
went
think-
to every forward 50 stoppage, and I don't think he went to a single centre bounce.
Okay, there you go. There is centre bounce attendances, CBA stats for the league, please, Nick.
Sure, but just on the back of the Dan skipping, I went light pole to light pole. It's just substantially quicker.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah. It's 23 seconds for me to walk from light pole to light pole, 13
Do
to
you
go.
think you could get around your own house like it though? Like, would you
I
do that
could,
inside?
but I just would like everybody to picture this. It's nighttime. It's dark outside, and I am skipping in the middle of the road, looking like a fuckhead.
I will say this straight outside our studios is a glitch in the matrix. The
Yeah.
weirdest shit happens out here all the time.
Well, that would have been
no,
it, mate.
that would have been down on the
That's
scale
tame,
of weird
bro.
things.
That's tame.
To see
Sometimes-
Hamish Brayshaw skipping around at about midnight, whatever
People
time it
just
is.
thought, man, it's a happy man. Good on him for skipping.
He looks jolly.
Sometimes we're sitting in here, we look out, and there'll be like a lady with like a screen mask on a 3-wheeled bicycle, and she just looks at us and goes, "Hello, boys," and then rides past. Like that's how wild this street is.
Wizard of Oz. Just to finish on the Backman Award, if you see anything in the world of AFL that's in respect of Backman, I'd like to receive it personally. If you want to send it to BackChat, I'll get that.
Yep.
You want to send it to me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads. I think I'm there now.
You're on Threads.
Oh boy. If you want it, if you see something that is just Backman love, I want to get it. I'm
Yeah,
sick and tired of the non-love to Backman around the league. I need to start highlighting it more, and I need your help. So if you're listening and you can get around Backman, either get around them on AFL posts, send them to me so I can get around them. I want to start lifting our game with Backman appreciation.
Yeah,
I
I
owe
love that.
you a box of shelters.
Yeah. So I've just got a note here. Jack Silvani was in 26.1% of CBAs.
He was at 6 of them. He went to 6. So there you go.
So, okay. I don't even feel good about winning that because I knew I was right the whole time.
Yeah, I was confident I was right.
I feel bad for you.
Well, I don't, because I'll probably heart drink half of those back chats anyway.
Get me on Thursday.
Yeah, I'll get you on Thursday.
At the Ashby.
At the Ashby.
You said it, we read it.
Leadable cameras, lights, cables. Lydio.
Naked wrestling, Dan.
Wait,
you never said naked.
Greco-Roman.
he did.
Nude Greco-Roman wrestling.
Leo says he's going to be tied down with one hand behind his back.
And we did say we were going to oil you up just to make it more difficult.
Just to get the
slippery
refined
little-
six-pack lines from after Fat Chat.
Yeah.
Hey, just something really just that I thought of then. I don't know why, but
Okay.
The Boy is on Spotify.
Yeah, the boy.
The song. So, like, I wasn't going to go start like an artist profile because there's a lot around that. You have
there's
to
a bit
sign
to
a
it.
bunch of stuff. It's on our podcast feed. If you just go on our BackChat podcast feed, you can listen to The Boy as many times as you
On
bloody like.
repeat.
On repeat.
The boy.
The Boy.
We got any of that?
He knows the score. Like the back
That
of his hand.
was crisp.
Down on the boys.
Jack.
He knows
Jack.
He can run on the wing.
What else can you do?
Chase down.
Oh.
Nothing can take.
How do we
nothing
add
can take him
Harley
down.
Reid into this?
He's the boy.
Jambi and Harley Reid.
Let's hear it.
Man, Elijah Ewan, who apparently is Chris Chard.
Jambi. Yeah.
Very
And
good.
a fader. Wow.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing over there, Damo. Shout out to you, Damo. Pressing buttons at the right time. Or you send it me, we read it if it's good. Let's go to this first one. Hey, gents and Will.
Wow.
Me and a few of the boys have just
turning.
started an
Tides are
indoor
turning.
cricket team,
Oh,
and we were stuck for a team name.
I've got this on my Instagram.
We are all big fans of the show, and we decided to come up with Hammer Time in honor of the great Hamish Brayshaw.
I was going to
Oh, and we've got a kit here if you're looking on YouTube. And you've got a crown on there. We're designing a team jersey and have come up with something
Pretty
pretty
fucking
special
good.
in our opinion.
that
I've
your
attached a
head?
That's
PDF
me.
which shows our initial draft of what we would like. They have got Hamish Brayshaw wearing a crown
Oh, that's a fucking good shirt.
on the crest.
Yeah. And
is
in the
bloody-
Mighty Royals black and blue, which I respect.
And it sort of looks like that new Freo stealth Guernsey that they did as well. A bit of those lines. It looks very good.
Yeah, shit.
I just wanted to make sure that you boys have no issues with it before we go ahead.
Not a
And if we
single
do,
issue.
we'll make sure to send you a few of them. Amazing.
Have we written that?
So
Anyway,
the boys,
anyway,
these guys,
shaggers keep shagging. Cheers, Mitchell Johnson. Less impressive one. Right arm off spinner.
Yeah, they
was
sent
Mitchell
me.
Johnson, isn't it?
They sent me this on Instagram, and I was going to wait to share it with the boys. And you've already
This
got
is
to it.
bloody good.
Boys, this is
shit, yeah, it looks
outstanding.
good.
Hey, boys, if you need like higher def images, we can send them through as well. But
That's so good. Hammer Time, such a good indoor cricket name as well.
Isn't it?
We'll make sure we write back to them because they're probably like, geez, we'd like to design these T-shirts and probably haven't given them.
I will reply to them
Thank you.
as soon as I let
Yeah,
you.
give them 100% all clear, and if they need
approval.
anything else, let us know.
But there will be royalties required.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
every
royalties to
run
me,
you
obviously.
score, fellas.
Royalties
Straight-
to me in the form of
Cans.
nothing else but
Cans.
cans.
All right, here we go. Hi, boys. This is from... that is good. What's that thing coming out of your neck?
That's what I'm looking at.
That's his head.
That's my head, mate.
That's
Okay.
his head, mate.
They've sort of tried. They've done a very good job at cropping that.
Yeah.
All right, this one's from Janie. Hi, boys. Long-time listener. Back in the Scully Butler days. First-time caller. Sydney-based Eagles fan. I've made it to 2 games this year. Hawthorn v Eagles, visiting Hobart for the weekend. And made the 4-hour round trip from Hobart to Launceston for the game. Loved it. Not a total waste of my day. Worth it.
Nice.
That was a
Bloody good.
bloodbath. That was a bloodbath. That one.
Yeah, that was a 100-pointer.
And the Sydney game, less travel time, more upsetting. The leads nowhere, but this leads nowhere. But I want you to feel my pain.
She's
over
done
in the-
270 points.
She's done 300 points in 2 games.
Just listen to the Toby Green app.
Oh yeah,
We've been GWS members for 7 years because we love the idea of building up our game in Sydney. We were at the 2019 Grand Final and the 2018 Don't Worry, We Have Our Priorities, but I couldn't stop laughing at his recount of the parade. I've attached a photo I got from him at the parade of his insanely unimpressed face. I've also attached a photo of me in Melbourne on Grand Final Day. Please see specifically the badges I have on my GWS scarf. Can we just tell the people the story about Toby Green?
So Toby
experience
Green
at the
basically
parade?
said they're playing Richmond.
Yeah.
And they are just from the top of Punt Road in effectively Richmond to the MCG, copping abuse. There's no GWS fans. Like, there's some GWS fans, of course.
Me
but it's
running
like
around the city screaming.
90
It's a big.
95% of people are GWS fans.
No,
Richmond fans, and he's copping it, and that's his
course.
face. Can we have a look at the
badges?
The badges? Can we get a little
Scully,
zoom
I
in?
think Scully's on there just by looking at it.
I can't see.
Who's that other person?
Toby Green and Scully. Oh my god!
my
Oh, that's a thick beard.
goodness!
Is that one of your thicker
It's
media
actually
day
quite.
beards?
It's got a thick head of hair too,
Isn't
Like,
it?
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Pre-recession.
Very good. No, that's current during like current day recession.
Okay, so here we go. My main question
of
for
living.
writing in, though, what are the chances of convincing Jinby to name He's the Boy as his goal-kicking celebration song for next season? Surely it's worth the effort just to hear it pumping over the stadium speakers when he nails it through. Love you, boys. Thanks for getting me through the workday.
I mean, they wouldn't be able to like.
Wouldn't
we
take
pretty
that.
much
Am I
just
supposed to do
text him.
that?
Yeah, they do.
They do that,
They're not doing a whole lot of things well at the moment. They probably don't do it well.
Score
They're
goals,
not
so-
doing as GWS. I watched their game against Hawthorn. They do it for both teams. They're just playing like bangers all game against Hawthorn. They were just bangers whole game.
I would
Love it.
love. There are West Coast players that listen to the podcast, and they obviously get their choice of song. So Jake Waterman, for example, he's obviously not playing currently, but his song is like Basic Thugonomics by John Cena. If he kicks a goal, so like you can go a bit rogue. You can go a bit rogue. I would love it if all 40 players on the list had The Boy as the goal kicking song.
We need Oscar Allen or like
Oscar
a
and the
forward
Boy.
Oscar will do it.
just to get it. Is this,
Can you get
So, you think you're untouchable?
oh God.
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is
No.
basic thugonomics. Word
This is what
life.
happens when Jake kicks a goal.
Has they played it? They haven't played that. have they?
I don't know if he kicked a goal earlier in the year. did he?
This is basic thugonomics.
It sounds like he's on the decks as well. Very good.
Oh yeah,
very
that's Jake.
Thank you, John Cena. It's always
Thanks,
nice
Janie.
to hear from John Cena.
And
Thank you,
Janie.
Janie, for sending in that email.
yeah.
Love the badge.
Yeah, I love the badge.
How many of those? Do you have any more of those badges here?
Yeah, Mum's got a
Schofield.
stack. Mum bought them out.
My mum bought
bought-
like 40 of me.
Oh, can we get some of those here?
Mums love them. There'll be some upstairs.
All right, great. Let's get some of those down here.
See what we can do.
Let's also hear some fines. backchatpodcast.com.au/fines. You send in your fines. Find your mates. Find us. Find Charlie. Last episode over here. And we're going to chat to him on Patreon.
Charlie's
after
coming
this.
on Patreon.
Charlie's moving to Karratha. He's gone out to the red.
He's moving up in the world.
moving
up
up.
in the world. Back chat in the review mirror. Straight to Karratha. See you
Shit,
later.
great spot.
See you later. I'll see you last week.
Yeah, good day, legends. And Hammer.
What?
Fuckwit Body Magic. Listen, I was just watching the podcast, and
Yeah.
Dan made a great call about 50 Shades of Grey being a book that was adapted into a movie series. No one batted a fucking island. No one laughed, smiled, nothing. Then fuckwit Hammer uses his fucking joke and body magic, pisses himself. Grow up, cunt. $5 for you fucking loser.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, Christ.
I can't remember exactly.
I think you're
joke.
copping. That's $1.50
Yeah,
you
that's-
for being a loser. That's pretty much
that's
what I copped out of
$5
that.
for me for being a
Right,
loser.
and no one batted an eyelid when Dan made a joke. That was fair. Oh, I actually enjoyed that.
Good day, boys. It's Mike Hunt here.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, got a $50 fine for
50.
the fuckwits at trivia that cheat every week in a 10-man team and win the trivia $50 gift voucher. There's 10 of yous. What are you fucking cheating for a $50 gift voucher? You can't need it that badly. You losers, grow up. $50 fine. Fuckwits.
Yeah,
fair
absolutely.
enough.
Like it.
Cheating at trivia
Hey,
is so
if
gutless.
whoever put that
Do not
fine
rate
in,
it.
let us know if that's the bloody team at the Brisbane that used to be at somewhere else that they used to do the trivia. They moved there, and it's a team of 10. There's like a 20-year-old, a 30-year-old, 4-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old, 70-year-old. They've got every topic
Pro
covered.
quizzes.
They're pro. It
Yeah, but-
sucks.
Yeah,
It's,
but
they win
being
every
good
week.
at quizzes.
Yeah,
is
nothing
okay.
wrong with being good at quizzes, but cheating is gutless.
Apparently, one guy's got a photographic memory, knows everything about Britney
Okay, well,
Spears.
that's just a good guy to have on your team.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Tell you who does quizzes. The Paddo does quizzes.
Ooh.
They do it on Thursday nights. Made me think, we're doing a live show at the Paddo.
Quiz.
Not a quiz. We're doing a live show at the Paddo the last Monday of every month. I'm just putting it on the table
Of this month?
of every month. 90% of the time.
Every time.
I'm just putting that on the table. Don't have to speak anything more about it. There'll be a live show at the Paddo, not a quiz night.
Wow, okay, come on.
Hey, lesbians and Dan, just fill me dick up here, and
Jeez.
finding Will Schofield $3 as the man that claims AFL fantasy is the best fantasy mode for AFL,
What is?
but currently is ranked 5,437 in Supercoach. Don't know
that
what his
good?
rank is in fantasy, but I'm telling you right now, it is not top 3% in the entire competition. So stick that up you, Scully, you fucking dickhead.
Wow.
Things are getting pretty personal.
Now,
So wait, so 5,000 Supercoach, that's a good rank?
Yeah, there's
it
like
is
300,000 people.
It
that do
is. Yeah, so he's right. I'm 5,000. There's 188,000 teams in the comp.
There you go.
That's well done.
And I'm 5'4", and I'm moving up in the world.
Nice.
And I'm a fucking dickhead apparently. So
But
there you go.
Well, it's better than what I was.
I'm a little bit lower in Dream Team. I'm 6,000th, I think, in Dream Team.
Yeah, which one has more people that play in it? Dream Team or Supercoach?
It looks like Supercoach, I think.
That's a bit of
I
comeuppance
spend a
for
lot
them.
of time in fantasy world talking about fantasy. Might have the traders on the podcast on Friday. You got Warney, Roy, and Kelvin, the lads from AFL.com.au, coming on Friday.
There you go.
Maybe. Don't know.
Huge.
You know.
I think that's just the 3 fines. BackChatPodcast.com.au/fines. Send them in. I don't mind getting a bit personal.
Yeah, I sent in a fine at the Gate Bar and Bistro that didn't go through, which was really disappointing because
You were
We
giggling.
checked.
You were
I was
giggling,
giggling
a lot.
about it.
I don't think he knows how to use it. It's
I
really
did,
simple.
mate. I went on. I must not have clicked. Do you have to click submit when you do it?
Probably. Usually with these sorts of things,
I
you
just
have to
recorded
submit.
it and then just sort of. I thought I sent send. Obviously, it didn't work, but
All
I,
right.
I had a good giggle at it.
Well, can you do it again for us at the Ashby this Thursday night?
Yeah, but I was pretty pissed when I did it.
BackChat beer launch.
I'll try my best.
Yeah, try your best. We're gonna have a little chat with Charlie. Final episode here on Patreon. Over at Patreon, also we have VIP codes for all of our partners and sponsors: Mario Roasting Co., Shelter, Leadable Cameras, BlueBet. I'm doing this without a list. Who am I
saw you
missing?
shut your laptop.
That was risky. A bit of a
There you
road
go.
move.
Come on, you got it. That's 4.
Shelter, Whippersnapper Whisky, of course. How can I forget the boys over there? Fleet Network, of course, and Swimply. If you got a pool, if you need a pool, go on the website, buy one.
You did well.
See you over at Patreon. Charlie, come over here, mate. Come take a seat
Come on, come sit on our lap, Charlie.
and have a listen to Jason McCartney tomorrow.